studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison and streamers everywhere. I'm Jesse Nelson. Sports Center brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, home of smoke-free slots and the highest payout percentage in the area. Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. More spins, more wins, more fun. The Milwaukee Brewers stay red hot against the Cincinnati Reds. Winners of 50 of the last 69 meetings with Cincinnati. The Brewers winners again last night, 7-2 over the Reds. A 4-run fourth inning featuring a lot of base hits by the Brewers. That's their specialty en route to the victory. The Brewers now 52-31, 21 games over 500. They remain 5.5 games up on the Chicago Cubs in the NL Central standings. The two teams are back at it tonight. A little bit later first pitch than usual, 7:10 first pitch at American Family Field. And a TV note, if you're watching tonight's game, it is televised on ESPN and the ESPN app. Of course, as usual, pregame coverage starts at 6:35. You can listen to the game right here on Madison's home of the Brewers, 100.5 ESPN.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com. Three-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year, Jason Wilde.
Our very first guest in the history of Wilde and Tausch, which will be, I'm sure, a long and distinguished history.
Packers Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher.
Aaron Rodgers, give us an over-under on what number would you set for how many shows we do here?
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison.
I'm going to say daily 52 weeks a year. I'm going to say you do about 230.
And celebrating 10 great years on ESPN Wisconsin.
And then what happens?
No, then Tausch kind of bows out.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
It is the Wednesday edition. The knockout round tonight for the U.S. men's national team. Tausch is waiting until they reach the round of 8, of course, edition. Did Tausch get out analogized by Jeff Passan yesterday with one of the great analogies of all time edition? And I don't know, Jim.
You're glazing a little bit there.
Well, we'll hear it again and we'll decide.
It was pretty good.
It was good. It was good.
Maybe we'll let Brian Bulaga, who's on a limited schedule today, so we have to be very disciplined leading into Old Blue edition. I'm Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee, 100.5 ESPN Madison, 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam. ESPNWisconsin.com, the ESPN app, your Alexa smart speaker, streaming live video, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and of course everything you need on the ESPN Wisconsin app, which is A, free, B, fully customizable, and C, available both in your Android and Apple app stores. I'm Jason Wilde in Green Bay. Jesse Nelson is in the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios, and from his undisclosed location, he is the Packers Hall of Famer, like Antonio Freeman. He is Mark Tauscher. Tausch, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing good. What has been, and Jason, I'm not sure if you've been out and about, but Jesse, you did the show yesterday, right? You did
Kyle and Brust, the name of that show.
Kyle and Brust.
Weekdays starting at 2 o'clock on ESPN.
Yeah, good little
Wisconsin.
show.
Yeah.
But it was Jesse and Brust.
Regrettably, yes.
What do you mean, regrettably? Yeah, I don't remember. Today is Wednesday or today's Thursday?
Today's
Wednesday.
Weekend here. Okay, so I joined you yesterday, and Jesse did like these pregnant pauses and I thought his internet was out.
Oh, dear.
Which I didn't fully understand, but I don't want to get into your performance. That's up for you and your manager and everybody else.
There was a slight delay between our studios, so it was difficult to
is that what it was?
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever experienced that before hosting shows in different studios, but there's a slight delay that can cause a little timing disruption, Tausch. I don't know if you know that.
I have seen that, yes. This was, I'm talking long, pregnant, like super pregnant pauses.
Like 9.5 months pregnant?
Well, yeah,
what is the
Brust also hasn't perfected the way that you like. We've got a good 10 years we've been doing this show here. Well, 10 for you, eight for me. But we've got a pretty good system when we're asking questions of guests. There's a text system. You go ahead. Okay, or
go ahead.
My favorite, the point in the video. Brust, you get done answering a question. He just kind of looks at the screen and then sends a text, go ahead, after you're already done answering the question. So in addition to the delay, there's an extra delay because I didn't know he wanted me to go. I thought we had communicated pretty clear. So I apologize for Brust on behalf of him for his disruption to your appearance yesterday.
Well, anyways, no, it was fine. I thought it was fine. It was
clearly.
The question I had was, what was the reaction that you in your show yesterday got with the alleged hire of Sean Eichhorst? Because I was out and about yesterday a little bit, and mixed reviews is, I think, the way I would put it. Very mixed reviews. So I don't know, Jesse, what did you hear?
It appears that, I said this on yesterday's show, it appears that...
On a delay.
Yes. For whatever reason, I don't know if it's just because there's been negativity around the football team and its underperformance under Luke Fickell's run here, and really going back to the last couple of years of Paul Chryst as well. It feels like people want to be upset about whatever news they hear from the University of Wisconsin these days. Like, it used to be like...
What do you mean?
We've got, like, you see...
You want to be upset?
You see something...
Why do people want to be upset?
You see something pop up in your inbox with a press release, or you see it, like, on SportsCenter or on your ESPN app, a news alert for Wisconsin Badgers. And instead of 10 years ago, it would have been like, oh, what do we got here? It's like, oh, boy, what'd they do now? Like that, it just seems like there's a it seems like there's a perception flip because of how the trajectory of the program, specifically football, has gone over the last couple of years. That there's no longer the default is positive. All right, excitement, enthusiasm. Let's see what this guy's got. Homegrown Wisconsin guy, has been an athletic director at some big time programs, coming from Texas where they spend a bunch of money, and he's got a good feel for NIL and how to distribute it all and to manage that. And instead, it's this is the guy that fired Bo Pelini and ran Nebraska into the ground. Like, that's the default setting now for Badger football fans, which I don't quite understand. So you think
it's just it's negativity on negativity when it comes to athletic department / football?
Yeah.
You don't have any positive vibes. Even with that great video that was released yesterday with a jersey patch, we obviously can't say who's the jersey patch sponsor.
It could be anybody. Yeah.
It could be anybody. But that was fun and good.
The one that sells custard.
Not ice cream.
There should be. That's why we can't do it. There should be, I guess, a positive vibe. I just think of how different it is than what it was 3 years ago at this time, when it was like hype mania and everybody was on the train, and now it is not. And I guess I'm not going to sit here and shill and be, this. I'm not going to go down that road. But what I will say, and talking to some folks over in the building, well, let's just put it that way. I'm going to do a Jason Wilde.
Yeah, I like that phrase.
Talk to some
That's
folks
a good phrase.
in the building.
Yeah,
it's not always going to just be so it's an interesting phrase. I'll say this: there's going to be the pushback, and I think when and if this officially becomes official, the big question marks are going to be to Sean Eichhorst, what went wrong and what happened at Nebraska. Those are all going to be fair questions he will have to defend. But it was brought to my attention, kind of what what I guess I'm curious about is how much do we even look at what you did pre-NIL? What you've done in the early, 2000s and the 2010s. Like, winning begat winning, but there's a reason that Nick Saban and Mike Krzyzewski, and it's not just because they're old. That's not. It's a new era, and there's different challenges that are going to be ahead. And I think for the people that are really down on this hire, you can be down. I'm not going to sit here and tell you shame on you. But what I would say is Sean Eichhorst did a lot of things at the University of Texas. He was mainly in charge of the fundraising. There was a lot of things that he did. And if you look at Texas, they've been pretty dang good in this new era. Now, I understand also, if I was debating myself, I would say, well, it's Texas. Big oil money. Oh, it's easy to raise money in Texas. What I like about kind of the mindset of this is we're not going to be coming in looking at this saying, oh, we need to raise a couple $1,000,000. Sean Eichhorst sees what the big boys are doing. He is inside understanding what's happening. And he felt strongly enough that he can do it. Now, doing it, saying it, thinking it, and doing it are whole different things. But Texas is at the top of its game when it comes to raising money. He understands what the top of the game looks like, and he knows that at Wisconsin, they got a ways to go. So I get it. I think that this hire is going to be panned by some, and go ahead. But I also think if we look at this big picture, there are some things that you could look at and say, all right, I'm going to at least give the benefit of the doubt to see. And Jesse kind of brought up the positive part of it, which is the strong ties. This would have been real easy for Sean Eichhorst to just sit back in the number 2 chair and take big money and not take on a challenge and let something else happen. And who knows, in 4 or 5 years, if things don't go well, people are going to say, oh, that's what should happen. But for the reality of where we're at, Sean is in a position where I think he has a lot of institutional knowledge about what this is going to need to look like, whereas I'm not sure that was always the case.
So while you were joining Scalzo and Brust, boy, there's a throwback.
That's not
Kyle
it.
and Brust, Jesse and Brust.
That show's been. Was that off the rocks?
Yeah, sometimes
that show
I have those
the same
moments.
Time we started.
Yeah, that's right. Sometimes that happens. I was joining Molly and Jim, another show that some people on this program have had trouble with the name of that as well, including myself, because we're adjusting to different titles on different shows. And it's funny because it's almost as if we all were thinking the same thing on this, which is it sure feels like I talked to Riley Yauk, who is the producer of that program. And young Riley Yauk, who is as fervent of a Badger fan as anyone, seemed underwhelmed. Well, he didn't seem underwhelmed. He clearly was. He can explain himself when he so chooses. Perhaps he'd like to join us at some point. But, again, to the same point you just made, I made the same point to them. What exactly does anything that you did... you might as well have been the athletic director at the same time as Pat Richter, given how different the landscape is of college sports now. So, yeah, did things go well at Nebraska during the Eichhorst era, especially when it comes to football? No, it did not. But what does that mean exactly, right? Now, one of the things that we did talk about is that Jamie Pollard, who is another person with strong Wisconsin ties, who is the athletic director at Iowa State, he's had a ton of success hiring the right people. It seems like he has hired really good coaches every time he's hired a coach. Now, we'll see what Iowa State football does now that they lost their head football coach to Penn State, right? But I don't know how you can look at this potential hire, which are we hemming and hawing on this now? Are we hedging? Because some other names have since been mentioned, even though this has been out there. Apparently Jen Latta on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy mentioned someone else's name this morning as well. I did not hear that, but that's being mentioned in our YouTube comments.
What did Jen mention?
I don't know. I have to get that information.
Well,
I'm reading it in.
okay.
I'm reading it in real time from someone else, one of our many loyal listeners or viewers on YouTube, mentioning it on our YouTube comments. My point is that everything he did at Texas.
I just want to clarify because now I'm super confused. Is Jen saying that there's somebody else is going to be the AD?
Someone else. Let me be very clear. I did not hear it live. Okay. And by the way, I think it's great that you were able to tell us that you talked to somebody in the building and no one said to you, "Hey, well, who was it?
Yeah, who was it, Tausch?
What did they say?
Yeah.
No, did they say? Was it this? Was it that?" Chris, who is a very avid listener to all of our shows across ESPN Wisconsin, said that he pointed out that you called it the alleged hire. And now today, Jen said someone else was in the mix who wasn't mentioned before from what I saw. So, again, I don't know what that means. I will go back and listen during the commercial break. I'll scroll back on the YouTube and see if I can find that during our 4.5 minutes. Bottom line is this. I don't know if you can do the same things at Wisconsin that you did at Texas, where the money seems to flow like oil, like the Beverly Hillbillies. But the bottom line is that's exactly what they need Sean Eichhorst or whoever the athletic director is to do. And I don't think it matters on a lot of fronts what he did at Miami and what he did at Nebraska, because that might as well be the Old Testament given what college sports is now versus what it was then. And I think we should all give him I don't know if I like the phrase benefit of the doubt. I think what I like is take a beat, have a meal, have dinner with Lois, and then hold off on judgment for now. Jen sends me this. Thank you, Jen. It was recently reported that Wisconsin's search is down to 3 to 5 finalists. Badger Extra, also known as the Wisconsin State Journal, Todd Molesky, added that Dallas Stars president and CEO Brad Alberts is the last name being considered alongside Eichhorst. So that was what she said on this morning's program. So, again, I think we all know Eichhorst is the man, but nevertheless, that has not officially been announced by the University of Wisconsin.
It has not. It has not, but it has not been official.
But you've talked to people in the building, and we feel good about that he is the guy.
I have talked to people in the building. Yes.
You also, because it's the first day of the new month.
Who'd you talk to?
Corresponded with people in Pella Windows
You
and
wouldn't
Doors.
know him, or you wouldn't know her. You wouldn't know either of them.
Them.
Shopping for new windows and doors. You ain't just sitting here and haggling over athletic director. You don't need to do that when you're shopping for new windows and doors. Pella sticks to that straightforward pricing, honest conversations, and they help homeowners find the right fit for their home. They're not using high-pressure sales tactics. They're just using really high-quality products. And when you buy direct through Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, same team that manufactures your windows and doors, they also sell them, install them, and service them. Real pricing, premium quality, no games. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
We have more to get to, including Brian Bulaga, who is scheduled to appear at 9:30 and is on a time clock, so we're going to get to him on time. You know how we're going to do that? We're going to talk soccer with Tausch. That won't take long. That's next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
What life events have you experienced over the past couple of years? Well, maybe one is coming up. The sale of a company, death, divorce, a health crisis, or helping to pay for college or a wedding. Well, Annex Wealth Management has assisted clients with life events, but planning for them can make all the difference. Knowing what you own, why you own it, and how much you're paying for it is a big part of smart financial planning. Annex has an entire in-house team that works together so you can make informed decisions when life events come up. Click Get Started at annexwealth.com.
Vortex Golf makes rangefinders for serious golfers who need an accurate number every time. With 3 options, the Blade, Blade Slope, and Anarch, there's a Vortex rangefinder that fits your game. Crystal clear optics and features like image stabilization keep you steady in big moments. Plus, every Vortex Golf product is backed by a no-questions-asked lifetime warranty. If you're looking for an accurate number every time, Vortex Golf belongs on your bag. Grab yours and everything you need for golf season in Wisconsin at Shields.com.
Creating lasting impressions every season, every day. That's the Olson Toon landscaping difference. Since 1997, Olson Toon has been transforming outdoor spaces across Dane County. From landscaping and concrete to excavation and maintenance, they're your one team for everything outdoors, keeping your property looking its best year-round. With experienced professionals and a collaborative approach, every project is built around your vision. Ready to elevate your space? Let's get started. Head to olsontoon.com today.
Hey, it's Riley Yauk. Stay in the know on area high school sports and follow ESPN Madison on social media for Prep Mania on Deck, each week's preview for the top games and events. Prep Mania on Deck is brought to you by Zimbrick Honda, a proud supporter of high school sports and local communities.
Gruber Law Office. One call, that's all.
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 Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
Dealing with storm damage? That's never fun. That's why homeowners are turning to Everlight Solar for roofing and exterior repairs done right. They handle the entire process, from insurance claims to fixing your roof with one trusted team. Less stress, faster solutions, and a home that stays protected from the elements. If your roof took a hit, Everlight's got you covered. Visit everlightroofing.com to get started today. That's everlightroofing.com. Everlight, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Join me, Erin Ranum, your 2026 Dane County Fairest of the Fair at the Dane County Fair at the Alliant Energy Center July 16th through the 19th. Looking for great summer entertainment? The Dane County Fair has something for everyone, with Lost in a Name on Thursday, Caledon and Cornfield Keg Party on Friday, the Prince Experience on Saturday, and La Movida Day on Sunday. Plus, catch twin stunts and Wisconsin's own motorcycle stunt twins every day. I hope to see you there July 16th through the 19th. For more information, visit danecountyfair.com.
Hey parents, looking for the perfect night out with the whole fam? Try the Rally Madison FC Family Special, presented by Madison Gas and Electric. Score a ticket to the match, a meal, and an RMFC scarf for just $18 per pack. Be a part of history and support women's soccer during Rally Madison's inaugural season at Breeze Stevens Field. Visit RallyMadisonFC.com and purchase your family special ticket packs today. That's RallyMadisonFC.com. Rally Madison, fun for all.
Wisconsin has its next AD.
You just hope that he can bring some unity to that athletic department. And obviously football is going to be critical.
React with us right here on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Had America's soccer dad, fellow Packers Hall of Famer, and former Tausch teammate, Antonio Freeman on the program. I wrote about him and his son Alex on channel3000.com today, and I will be speaking about them and our interview on News 3 Now. I don't know if it'll be at 4, 5, and 6, but at least a couple of newscasts today. They play tonight against Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Got to play two teams.
Is it and or just Bosnia/Herzegovina?
No, it's and. It's and.
Oh, so it's two countries.
It's a Trinidad and Tobago type situation, yeah.
There you go. Good reference.
And that's because of the war-tornness of back in the day, right? Because this used to be Yugoslavia back in the old days, is it not?
Sure.
I don't know. Do you know?
You're the history major. I trust you to know this kind of stuff.
All right, great. Yeah, it's the old war-torn Yugoslavia.
And they have they're one of their star players is a kid who grew up in Appleton after his parents emigrated from Bosnia during the war. And so it's a compelling story tonight. Are you on board? Or are you going to watch the game? You're seriously, you love big events. It's the knockout round. If they lose, they're donezo, and you're not going to watch?
This is the play-in. This is Dayton, Ohio, if we're being honest.
Netherlands didn't make it. They're a powerhouse.
Yeah, Germany got beat.
Yeah.
Listen, if I'm home, I believe that I'll be able to catch some of it. Yeah, I'll catch some of it. But, again, I'm just not going to be phony about it. I'm not. So I'm not going to act as if I'm Johnny Soccer Guy. I'm not.
No one's asking you to act like you're Johnny Soccer Guy. You could be casual.
You're bullying me into
who watches
thinking that I
the
need
game.
to watch it. No, I'll
like
do it
big events.
I do love big events. That's very true, and so if possible. But I look at this more as if this is Dayton, Ohio. This is Dayton, Ohio for the soccer world. That's what it is. It's not really the tournament. This isn't like even a wild card. I guess you can make an argument this is wild card weekend, which is a really good weekend of football.
Yeah.
You can make that argument, and then I'm more intrigued. So yeah, I'm not going to also poo-poo. It is a big event. It's on our soil. So, yeah, I'm torn on this. I'm just trying to – I want to make sure I'm crystal clear that I'm not being a phony baloney.
No one would accuse you of being a phony baloney if you said, you know what, I'm a casual, but I'm going to watch the game tonight because I'm intrigued in my country playing for the right to reach the round of 16. I don't think that would make you a phony.
All right, well, I'm just telling you.
You're
if I had anything else,
largely disinterested.
If I had anything else that was super intriguing, I'd probably do it. We don't have a 100.5 softball game tonight. We got a big win last night.
Nice.
Playoffs start next week, so we're just trying to dial ourselves up for that. So, yeah, maybe tonight will be a good night to flip on Fox and watch the U.S. Because I do want to see them win, and I'd like to see them advance. I'd like to see Free go. I mean, I just can't imagine how cool it is for him and for Alex and how awesome that is. So that part of it I'm totally rooting for, pulling for our country. So I'll reluctantly jump on board the bandwagon, maybe a segment or two.
Totally pulling for our country. I'll reluctantly jump on board. Okay.
No, I am.
Okay.
I definitely
Welcome aboard. Happy to have you.
We'll take it.
Esmir Bayraktarovich is the name of the young man who was born in Appleton to Bosnian parents.
Is he who we call Milwaukee Messi, though?
He is the Milwaukee Messi, yes. He played club soccer.
He went to Appleton North High School, yeah.
But he played in...
why isn't he the Appleton assassin?
Because
it's a little misleading here. He's not even a Milwaukee guy.
Well, I could actually explain that to you.
Kakana Cristiano, am I right?
A lot of
that's a good one. That's a good one.
There are a number of top-flight soccer players in the Green Bay, Fox Cities area that travel to play for clubs in Milwaukee because they are a higher quality club. So that is not entirely uncommon, and that's what he did. And then he went and started playing in Chicago for a club there, and then he was found by the New England Revolution. He plays in the MLS.
Just wait a second. Where does he stake his claim? Is he claiming
He was born
Milwaukee?
and largely raised in Appleton.
So he's the Appleton assassin.
Or what was that again with your Cristiano?
Kakana Cristiano.
Yeah, he never lived in Kaukauna, though. All right, we need to get to Brian Bulaga. I'm sure he will definitely be watching tonight's.
If I may.
Is there any P? What's the P? Is there a P town close to
Did we not agree that we have a limited amount of time with Brian Bulaga?
We did, but I have a very important thing to share with you.
We'll be the judge.
Where's a P city? Is there a P city in the Fox Valley on the way up? I'm trying to think.
Potosi.
No,
Jason, it's your
close.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
Give me a P city that's close there.
You know, there's nothing I enjoy more on this show than when you have a thought, but you don't have the entirety of it, and then you get mad at me or Jesse for not being able to complete
I'm asking,
it for you.
You are Mr. Fox Valley, so there's got to be a city with a P.
There's a darn boy. Jesse, what important thing do you need to say?
Poinet. But that's too close.
That's not here either.
Yeah. Bosnia.
Peshtigo, Pele.
Peshtigo's not anywhere close to here.
It's in the neighborhood. It's in the neighborhood. It's close.
We'll see if we can get closer. Bosnia was absorbed into the Kingdom of Yugoslavia in December of 1918. It gained independence from Yugoslavia in March of 1992. This soccer update brought to you by Discount Liquor. Stop by their Milwaukee or Waukesha locations for all their tailgating needs.
All right, we need to get to Brian Bulaga. For those of you who...
Can I get an attaboy for knowing that used to be Yugoslavia?
Yeah, attaboy. Well done.
They've had a lot of countries they've been affiliated with. They're kind of like, who's an NBA free agent that's played for a bunch of teams?
What are the other factions of that? Bosnia, Herzegovina. There's some other ones, too. It's not just a two-split deal. That got split like
Czechia, that whole deal with Czechoslovakia and Czech Republic.
Sarajevo. Is Sarajevo part of this?
That's a
Sarajevo's a city, though.
Is it part of this, though? Is that part of this whole deal?
All right. I can only check out one set of cities at a time. The Fox cities are, of course, Appleton, Kaukauna, Menasha, Neenah, Combined Locks, Fox Crossing, Harrison, Hortonville, Kimberly, Little Chute, Sherwood, Buchanan, Clayton, Freedom, Grand Chute, Greenville, Vandenbroek. That is your list. No P's.
The Harrison Henry.
You're stretching it now.
Which soccer players are big enough that you could do this with? Like Beckham's not one, right? You can't go Beckham. Is Beckham that big?
The Freedom Freeman.
Bosnian Beckham. But that's not Wisconsin.
Yeah, that could have been something. You don't want to be Bosnian, though. You're trying to bring it back to
the Greenville Gruber.
Bosnia.
Well, I know he's playing for. Yeah, that's. Well. All right.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. And I was hoping I would have called Brian Bulaga by now, but I haven't. He will join us coming up. Gruber Law Offices, if you've been injured in an accident, and I hope you haven't been. I never want you to call Gruber Law Offices. I know that sounds crazy, but I don't want you to call them because I don't want you to get hurt. I don't want you to suffer a serious injury in an accident. But if that does happen, that's who I want you to call, and that's who you should call because they are the best in the business. They've been doing it for 4 decades. David and Steven and the team over there are as good as it gets, and they will make sure that you are taken care of in your time of need. So go to the website, gruber-law.com. Or make the call, 414-276-6666, 414-276-6666. Gruber Law Offices, one call. That's all. Thank you to Tim Valentine, who on the private talk and text line, Pulaski.
Thank you, Tim.
Pulaski.
It's not
Thank you, Tim.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be.
It's
it
in
shouldn't
the
be that hard.
area.
Jason, you literally,
But
Pulaski is one school
nailed it.
district up the road from you.
He nailed it.
Menasha
Thank you,
Messi.
Tim.
Menasha Messi. That's there.
Again,
Pulaski Pele. That's the name. Pulaski's Pele.
Florida's, I don't know, Brian Balaga joins us next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Wilde and Tausch on 100.5 ESPN is brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Everlight Solar.
Mark Tauscher here, and if you know me, you know I love Wisconsin. That's why I'm a UW Credit Union member. Their team's been all about Wisconsin since 1931, and they love making banking easy for members. Whether it's with their convenient mobile app or with the great perks like early payday to get you paid sooner. Stop by any of their local branches or visit uwcu.org to join and become a UW Credit Union member like I did. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
ESPN Wisconsin celebrates Wilde and Tausch's 10-year anniversary. Presented by Steinhoffels.
Our very first guest.
Aaron Rodgers, give us an over-under on what number would you set for how many shows we do together?
Daily, 52 weeks a year. I'm going to say you do about 230.
Wilde and Tausch's 10th anniversary is also brought to you by Sendix, by Outdoor Living Unlimited, by Gruber Law Offices, and by Events by Design.
Shopping for new windows and doors shouldn't feel like a negotiation. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't believe in games. They never inflate pricing, and there's no high-pressure sales pitch. Just premium windows and doors built for long-term comfort, beauty, and peace of mind. Buy direct through Pella, and one trusted team handles everything with Pella-certified installers every step of the way. Real pricing, premium quality, no games. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Ben Brust here to tell you about Zimbrick European. They're Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, and certified pre-owned. But the best part is, I've been working with them since 2018, and the evolution has been a 2-door, a 4-door, and now it's time for an SUV. My life has changed, and it's changed with Zimbrick European. Being a dad has made it really important to have the comfort and the safety that the SUV will bring me. Again, Zimbrick European off the Beltline at Rimrock Road. Of course, I found the sexiest car on the lot. Check them out.
Looking for a fun new way to golf on Monday nights? The Bridges Golf Course in Madison is teeing up a brand new 2-person scramble league. Grab a friend and compete head-to-head in a relaxed format, men's, women's, or co-ed. Great for beginners and experienced players alike. Monday nights at the Bridges Golf Course in Madison.
What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Bruner Realty. You know that honeydew list that's been sitting on your counter since what, 2020? Yeah, we can handle that. From leaky faucets to light fixtures, our handyman team at Bruner Realty fixes it all. Fast, friendly, and done right the first time. We take care of it so you don't have to. Visit fixedbybruner.com. That's fixedbybruner.com. Because your to-do list deserves a happy ending.
Remember when a piggy bank held your biggest savings? Here at Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison, we're breaking ours wide open to give away cash prizes in July. Be here Friday, July 31st when 24 winners will each get $1,000 cash plus a piggy bank that could boost those prizes up to $5,000. Then one grand prize winner will take home up to $25,000 cash. We're giving away up to $83,000 in cash prizes during our Piggy Bank Boost promotion. The piggy bank is overflowing at
Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison.
Brian Butch here. From high school All-American to Division I to the pros, I've spent a lifetime putting in the work. And this 4th of July, Iron Jock is celebrating with one of our biggest deals of the summer. From June 25th through July 6th, get 40% off all Iron Jock gear with a minimum purchase of $50 using code ESPN40. Excludes clearance and gift cards. Whether you're training, traveling, grilling out, or just staying active this summer, Iron Jock gear is built to keep up. Our products are moisture-wicking, anti-static, built for performance, built to last, built in Wisconsin. Shop now at ironjock.com.
When you've been injured, you need a winning team on your side. Gruber Law Offices will fight for the results you deserve. Call Gruber Law Offices today, a proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
Joining us now on the Yuengling guest hotline. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America, 197 years. And now, in Wisconsin, 6 generations, family owned and operated. DJ Yingling and Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly. It is Brian Bulaga on Wilde and Tausch. Brian, good morning. How are you?
I'm good, guys. How are you doing?
I'm not good. You're on a time crunch today. It's 9:26. I'm like, all right, we're going to get to break. We're going to get to Brian early. We're going to maximize our time with him. Now it's 9:38.
Hey, Brian, you're a big World Cup guy. You love soccer. We've been well addressed on this. Who do you think deserves, because we're playing this kid called Milwaukee's Messi tonight. Who are the stars that should have, that you could say that about? Pele, Messi, Ronaldo. Who else is could get that moniker?
No, definitely not. Definitely not Pulisic.
Beckham?
Beckham is a huge name, but I wouldn't put him in that. How about? Ronaldinho is one of them, and then the original Ronaldo from Brazil, and then Zidane. There's a lot of them.
Who's the guy on the panel with the Z's?
Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Yeah, what about him?
Oh, yeah, he's a phenomenal player. One of the fantastic striker. One of the better ones that's ever played. He'll tell you on TV, too.
Yeah,
he'll tell you.
He's a big fan of himself, and he's not a big fan of Alexi Lawless, from what I can tell.
No, and he'll let you know about it, too. He'll tell you how good he was, which I think is just hilarious. But who's with them is Henry, who's on TV with them on that show. He was absolutely, he has to go down as one of the best players of all time. Thierry Henry, one of the best ever. So
love him on Ted Lasso when they use him as an analyst.
I thought his last name was Henry. But it's
Henry.
Okay.
It's French. It's French.
Hobart's Henry. Henry.
I said Harrison Henry, and you said blah.
I didn't know it was. I thought it was Henry. It's Henry.
Henry.
Go ahead, Jason.
So cultured. So cultured.
Yes, that's the show in a nutshell. So Tausch doesn't want to be a phony. And one of the great things about Tausch, as you know, as his friend and former teammate, and as I know, as his co-host and having covered him, I think we're friends too, is that he is authentic. It's part of his charm. So he's being weird about watching the game tonight because he doesn't want to be a soccer phony. And I said, it's okay to be just a casual and watch tonight's game. But, he's got...
Where is the game at tonight? Where is this one at? Is this in L.A.?
Levi.
It's in Santa Clara, California, at Levi's Stadium, home of the San Francisco
Bay
49ers.
Area Stadium, as they're calling it during the Cup. Yeah.
That's not what I called it in my story today, though. So, can he just watch the game and enjoy the game?
Yeah, I'm going to watch the game. I'll enjoy the game. This gives me a good jumping-off point. Because for as much as we've broken down soccer with Blue, I was just listening to Adam Schefter on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy this morning. And I was almost, I'm not going to say I was appalled.
Does he like the
The fact that FIFA has gotten the owners to swap out all of their turf for grass. And now it was brought to, and I don't know who asked the question, but Chewy basically asked Shefty, is this something that to get the 18th game in an NFL regular season, the players are going to have to beg the owners to give them grass? And, of course, the owners would be more than happy to throw down some grass on a field to get the 18th game. Does that not bother you as a former player that instead of it being like we want to protect our assets, our investments, no, we're going to do this because we want to get the 18th game and we don't want to give up more percentage of the pie? That's what it hit me. What say you?
Yeah, no, it really bothers me. Like it bugs me that even has to be like a negotiation point that we have to give something up to get grass fields. Like, to me, it's insane. And they roll out the red carpet for the World Cup, right? These guys, World Cup will not play on artificial turf. They just will not do it. And they roll out the red carpet. They've been building these grass fields for 7 years, perfecting them, doing everything to make sure they are perfect. And the fact that the players may have to play an 18th game just to get grass fields on these in these dome stadiums or any stadium in general, right? To make sure that they're grass. To me, it's ridiculous. And I understand why the owners have the turf, right? They wanted a 365, 24/7 open, like for concerts and monster truck rallies or whatever they do, which is fine. But like
motocross,
we all know that the grass gets ripped out at the end of the season anyway. So you can just, once the season's over, enjoy your concerts, make all the money you possibly can, and have fun, right? But the fact that you're willing to, and they've been doing it, and they keep throwing out ridiculous studies that the turf is safer. Don't worry, the turf is just as good as the grass. Look at the injury studies. Not. Anyone that's played, and you could ask the guys playing soccer right now, and then you can ask all the NFL players, what do you want to play on? What does your body feel better on playing? And I guarantee you it's over 90% say grass, and it's not even close. It is literally just a money mechanism for the owners to save on by putting down that garbage that you call artificial turf for them to play on. That's all it is. It's just to save money. And I don't want to hear we can't grow grass because somehow they grow grass in Green Bay in December. And they're going to do it in Buffalo too. So I don't want to hear we can't grow grass. That's the worst excuse ever.
So you two have a combined 4 torn ACLs. Micah Parsons tore his ACL on grass in Denver. Christian Watson tore his ACL on grass in Green Bay. When we talk about, and look, I am not disputing in any way, you guys played the game. I did not. I'm not disputing in any way that your body feels better when you play on grass than when you play on turf. I've never heard a player ever say, my body after a game feels way better after I've played on turf. I've never heard that. But when it comes to the danger of that catastrophic injury, Tausch, you blew out your knee once in New Orleans. That was on like painted green concrete, right? Way back in the day. The other one, what was the surface?
It was grass.
And Brian, your one was family night at Lambeau, which was grass.
Yeah, I mean that one.
That was Eddie, contact.
Yeah, Eddie fell on me. So that had nothing to do with the
like
grass.
Tucker Kraft tearing his ACL at Lambeau. That was Sean Ryan flying into him. So when you stepped onto artificial surfaces, did you feel any greater level of angst for that type of injury? I know you didn't like it as a surface to play on in terms of the aches and pains.
Yeah, I mean, I always looked at it as I had to really be cautious with my footwear. Like, you don't want to wear a certain footwear on it, especially for us linemen that we're planting and torquing against, receivers, and those guys their mechanisms are different in what they do from down to down and what they're required. But if you get caught in a nasty position as a lineman on turf and you're wearing a certain type of cleat, there's no give on it. It's stuck in the ground. It is going to be in there. So, like, to me, I had to start wearing the shark bottom shoes. Tausch remembers those. But then I had Rhett and the boys in the back even grind those down even more so they didn't dig into that turf even more. So I glided a little bit better on the top of it. So, like, I became very, very conscious about it after I tore my first ACL. Like, okay, what feels good on these surfaces that my foot's not just going to get caught in the rubber?
Yeah,
essentially is what
Blue,
it is.
I don't want this. Jason wasn't even trying to do this, but I don't want this to be the narrative. Well, where did you tear your ACL? And what? No, that's not what this is about. It's about the overall well-being on your body.
I agree.
The fact that FIFA has been able to do this with the same owners that won't do it for 9 games at their place is absurd. And now that it's going to be something that's utilized in collective bargaining, we already fell for this the last time around. Oh, player safety. We're going to take 1.5 points of billions away from you, but player safety. And now they're going to try to get the 18th game by doing it, and it's absurd. It's absurd.
It's terrible.
And that's why I don't want. And Jason wasn't trying to I know where his head was at. I completely get it.
Well,
but
it's
it infuriates me.
The NFL with this bogus argument about how they're equally safe. I wanted to illustrate that it can happen in both places, but it's not even close if you and you have to take care of your players. And the problem is we have already established that they don't give a damn about you. They just don't. And so they're going to, and I am never going to side with the league, you know that, but they are never going to acknowledge, and they're going to bring out these alleged studies that show that the injury likelihood, and they're going to use that kind of thing against them. And it is wrong. I'm agreeing with you guys. My point, and the other issue is, I don't understand what is the cost to make the switch, and what is the cost of upkeep. Because it can't possibly be.
What is the cost of lost games and beating up on players too, like that? Because there is a cost, no doubt. I'm not, and it's not. I'm going to sit here and say, well, you need to McCaskey. You need to spend that money on getting better sod and better turf. Or if you're, there's a cost with this, but there's also a cost of wear and tear on your players. But the problem is, and this is the cold hard reality we all learn. Or most 90% of us learn, is at some point you're completely disposable and you just go younger. And that's the reality. And you can sign up and do it and play by their rules, or you don't. And that's the unfair, uncertain part, or it's the tough part of it. But this being utilized as another leverage point for getting the 18th game that they're going to get and not give up more revenue, when I heard it, I was like, oh, this is that first seed that's getting planted for this next CBA that's coming up in 4 or 5 years, and I'm fairly certain that it isn't just some random thing that got brought up.
No, it's not. I mean, and if we're going to talk about that being a bargaining chip, they need to go back and we're talking about player safety and player well-being and this and that, right? We're talking about grass and what we're giving up and what they're giving up. You need to go back and completely revamp how long guys then get health care after they play. Like, if we're talking about well-being and this and that, I mean, if we're going to put wear and tear on guys' body and add an extra game and do all that, well, then you need to start extending guys' health insurance way past what they already do. Like, we're from a league standpoint, I don't know what NHL is, but baseball and basketball, these guys get like lifelong health insurance once they're done. Like, it's absolutely insane. The NFL, no matter how long you play, you get 5 years and you're done, you're on your own, and that's just what it is. But for so long, especially the guys that came before us, Tausch, like well before us.
It's totally.
I mean, absolutely hosed on health insurance and health care and how they get taken care of. I mean, you need to retroactively go back and just start taking care of all these guys from the health care standpoint. But, I mean, if we're talking about player safety and player well-being, and now we're going to add another game, the PA shouldn't even start discussing it. Shouldn't even start discussing it if you don't start looking at post-career benefits and what guys, retired players, current, like way, not current retirees, but even way back, what they get. And it's like, if you're going to throw in grass fields to like try to satisfy everyone to get the 18th game, that's bad. Like, you can't even start with that. Like, that's not even close. So I'm with you on that. Like, that shouldn't even be. That's not tit for tat right there. We'll just say that.
Well, and again, this is underscored. And when you filled in for Tausch several weeks ago, we spent a long time on this. And I understand that fans, we're not trying to throw a GoFundMe page for all the NFL players that don't get taken care of after their careers. But given the billions with a B that the NFL takes in, $13.5 billion last year, that'll be even higher this year, there's no reason why you can't figure out a way to do that. And so let's talk about this, because I saw this on Good Morning America. It has been a story all week about Chris Johnson, who now has ALS.
Jason, before you get into the Chris Johnson MLS, okay. I just want to put a bow on this, because I think this is, Brian discussing lifetime insurance. We fought for that. We didn't get it. There's a lot of reasons for it. We fought for that in the 2011 CPA thing. That was, I thought, what we were doing. And when you get to 17 and 18 games, that part of it, the negotiations are what they are. We're going to lose. Players are going to lose. It's a matter of how much we're going to lose. And we've gotten beaten on the economic side of it, and they've thrown us what should be just general, we want to take care of our players. That shouldn't be part of this.
Agreed.
That shouldn't be part of the negotiation, is taking care of your players. The money side of it is, we get it, and if you want to get an 18th game, it shouldn't be as simple as saying, we'll throw you a grass field. Like, just think of how absurd that sounds.
Yeah.
That's the part that drives me nuts. We getting beat with 1.5% on the billions, hey, that's on us. That's on us. We either have to hold out and do it, and then we're not going to do that. But to just say, because now the whole thing in I think it would have been the 2011 is, we'll practice less, we'll do this, and that was the narrative, and it was not. It's just frustrating as a former player and as somebody that's seen it that this is even getting started again, because they're going to shove an 18th game down, even though nobody other than the TV networks and them really want it. And to do it and then to try and put it off on just a grass field is just, it's absurd.
I agree. I couldn't agree more. Honestly, I couldn't agree more.
And they will continue to make excuses. All right, Brian, I know we got to let you go. I did want to ask you about this Chris Johnson story, though, because, I understand, believe me, that I pay my mortgage because I cover the NFL. And if I was covering other sports, I wouldn't have the life I have. And you can believe me or you can dismiss me, but this is something that has always burdened me, is that I cover a league that has players who pay these types of incredible prices with their health to play this game. And he's now speaking by looking at a keyboard, and I just think of you and Tausch and all the guys that, Tausch teases me, one of my favorite players that I ever covered. Well, you guys are the lifeblood of this league. And yes, it leads to a great life for you because of the money you make. But how do you reconcile that with the kind of price that you pay potentially with your health? Because that's just the latest example.
Yeah, and then, this one, seeing Chris Johnson that way, and obviously that disease affected my family with Abby's dad. Abby's dad passed away from ALS. So I'm very familiar with the disease, and it's sad. He's obviously extremely young, and he has this, and you see him on, TV and what he's going through. And the thing with that disease is you have no idea what prompted that disease, right? Was it the blows to the head? I have no idea, right? Like you can't, that's the thing with that. That's not really traceable of what that came from, right? But my problem too with it now is, so a guy like him, how's he getting taken care of right now? Like you know what I'm saying? Like
precisely.
How is he being taken care of? Is it through the NFL's insurance things like that? Or is it through the PA? Is the PA what's happening? And people could say, well, you should have saved your money. So that has nothing to do with it. That is absolutely nothing to do with it. But it's when situations like this now pop up where you see guys that get Parkinson's, dementia, ALS, things like that. There is a correlation to what they did for their career that is that, right? There is a direct correlation. And now you see states, Tausch, I know you did this because I played in California, and this is affecting me with my workers' comp stuff. California now, the owners in California want to completely rid of workers' comp for athletes only. They don't want to give athletes any workers' comp in the state of California. Completely, you're not eligible for it. That's what owners are doing now. They're going to the state legislature to get rid of workers' comp rights for athletes only. And it's just incredible to me that this is how this is going to start playing out going forward. Because if it gets through in California, who says the next state. I mean, whatever state can't do it next, and then the next state, and then the next state, and then those things are CBA negotiated, obviously, right? Like that's something that's negotiated among the players and the owners, that workers' comp rights, we pay into those benefits as players. But what does that even mean then? At that point in time, who's you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point of the CBA if you're going to go to the state and just completely slash it? It's a lot of. I know I'm rambling because we asked about Chris Johnson and obviously and all that, but it all kind of ties back in.
It does
to the central point of the owners and what Tausch says. They don't care. It's just that they don't care. And any way that they can get out of doing something, they're certainly going to try it. And saying here's some grass fields is going to be the first way that they try. There's absolutely no doubt. And you add more games, and they still take away the risk that they have to uphold on the back end of this deal. And the back end of the deal isn't, well, we gave them grass. No, it's when guys are 20 years out of the league and what's going on with them, right? Like what's the impact on their bodies and the toll that they're paying. And as long as they can excuse themselves from that, and then you see what's happening out in California and what they're going to try to do there, just wipe your hands clean of it, man. It's all good. All good.
Brian, we appreciate you. We know we held you longer than you were planning. Enjoy tonight's game. You and Tausch can text each other throughout.
Oh, you're going tailgating
early,
huh? Got to get to your tailgate spot early for tonight's game.
Well, there's a game on at noon. It's England, DR Congo on at noon. So it's the events kick off early today. It's fantastic. Full day of footy.
Full day of footy. Oh, God. Okay, time to go. Thanks, Brian.
All right, guys. Take it easy.
That is our unofficial World Cup correspondent, Brian Bulaga. Tausch, you can finally reveal where you have been going. And it was not a bus. It was not a dentist's office. All the different camera angles. Where have you been on those random
I've been
days?
at MoMA. I've been down in MoMA. I've been, as you guys have known, I've been talking really the end of last year. I was really struggling. My knee, which I blew out twice, as Jason brings up a lot, and I've had a lot of issues with it. Haven't been able to do a lot of the things I want to be able to do. I've gotten to, with my friends at MoMA, I've been going down and doing some ortho laser work to try and help blood flow and get rid of some inflammation. And I have not felt this good in a while. And I want to thank our team at MoMA, the Midwest Orthopedic and Musculoskeletal Alliance. MoMA brings together trusted local providers like OIW, SMOC, and Innovative Pain, making it easier to find the right specialist and the right treatment for you. I have been focused on ortho laser. That is where I've been going. That's where I've been doing the show from. It is a quick 20-minute process that has really helped alleviate a lot of pain in my knee. So check that out. They, again, have specialists for everybody. Surgery Center, Smart Scan, Mosh, and, of course, ortho laser. MoMA can get you back to doing what you love. I highly recommend seeing their team, as I personally have been over the last couple months. Call or walk in today.
We will react to Brian Bulaga's thoughts. I do have a follow-up for old T. I'll ask that next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
On the air, on demand, on social, on Wisconsin Sports. Serving Wisconsin sports fans. This is 100.5 ESPN.
Mark Tauscher here, and there is nothing better on a hot summer day than cracking open an ice-cold Coors Light. Coors Light brewed with a 3-step cold process, cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged, so it's actually made to chill. The mountains on Coors Light's cold-activated bottles and cans turn blue, so you know it is chilled to perfection, and there's nothing quite like the feeling of opening up the cooler and snagging an ice-cold Coors Light with those beautiful blue mountains painted perfectly on the side of the can. Refreshingly cold and only 102 calories, Coors Light is made to chill. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
This Badger Minute brought to you by your Badgerland Chevy dealers, proud supporters of Badger Athletics. Go to BadgerlandChevy.com.
With your Badger Minute, I'm Riley Yauk. An athletic director has been found. Pete Thamel broke the news Tuesday morning that Wisconsin is zeroing in on Sean Eichhorst as their next AD. Eichhorst has been the athletic director at UW-Whitewater, Miami, and Nebraska, where he fired Bo Pelini and hired Mike Riley. He would be coming from Texas, where he was hired in 2018 as a deputy athletic director under Chris Del Conte. Check out our full coverage of the news on the ESPN Wisconsin app and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't play games. Just straightforward pricing, premium quality, and trusted Pella certified installation. Visit PellaWI.com today.
The first thing I thought about is, what am I going to do?
Peggy and Willie were injured when a driver ran a stop sign.
I was injured pretty bad, and they rushed out to me and made sure that I got the medical attention that I needed to make that recovery. One call, that was all, and everything went well.
Here for you 24/7. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
Listen to Madison Money Guy every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on 100.5 ESPN and ESPNWisconsin.com.
I like to refer to inflation as the silent killer. It's an invisible risk. It's just the idea that things get more expensive over time. You're going to need milk and eggs when you're in your early 60s and when you're in your early 80s. You're going to get a loaf of bread, and it's going to be more expensive 20 years from now.
Christian Finfrock is the Madison Money Guy. Call him today at 208-1800.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joseph Henningsen with Stoughton Health Ortho Team Clinic. I specialize in joint pain and joint pain surgery, specifically hip and knee replacement, including second-time surgery for hip and knee replacement.
Learn more at orthoteam.com.
Shopping for new windows and doors shouldn't feel like a negotiation. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't believe in games. They never inflate pricing, and there's no high-pressure sales pitch. Just premium windows and doors built for long-term comfort, beauty, and peace of mind. Buy direct through Pella, and one trusted team handles everything with Pella certified installers every step of the way. Real pricing, premium quality, no games. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Wilde and Tausch on 100.5 ESPN is brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Everlight Solar.
Thanks to Brian Balaga. We're always smarter when we talk to him. So, Tausch, you have the experience. And look, let me just be clear to our fans. I understand that you, like me, have much different financial concerns and worries. You need your job, so you have health insurance, even if it's not great. I get it. I'm not... When we talk about this, which comes up from time to time, I'm not expecting you to feel like, there's a couple comments in the youth. Yeah, I'd like lifetime health care too. Look, I'm not asking for your sympathy on this. What I want you to look through the prism of, though, is the billionaires that own these teams and the amount of money that they take in, and they don't take care of the people that make their team up, the people that are the players. So this is not about comparing what Tausch made as a player to what I make as a sports writer and a radio host. This is not what we're talking about. Okay, we're talking about the $14 billion that the NFL will take in purely from their TV contracts this year, and then not caring about player safety and player health. That's the issue, okay? So I just want to clarify that. Now,
so I just want to say this because
really bothers.
I was not getting on the soapbox there talking about owners not taking care of players. I'm saying this is a collective bargain deal. I don't want what we've seen, this player safety issue being used to take points, because this is all about percentage points. That's what this is all about. And Shefty was very clear on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy this morning about that. The owners don't want to give that up, and they shouldn't. Like, that's a good business move is to not. But there's a give and take, and I don't want our give to be we want to have grass fields.
Right.
Like that's we gave in last time on practice time and preseason, and that was our give, and we gave up points.
So how?
Because the owners. So my point on this whole thing is, it just infuriated me that the owners have done, and I want to make sure I'm crystal clear. The last collective bargaining agreement, they have given, there's a lot more that goes into the retirement, the 401k, the annuity. They have done a lot of things that have helped former players. They've given us a chance to go and get executive physicals out in places. They've done some things that have been great, too. I don't want to just sit here and blank on that. But my point this entire time with Brian was, don't let the fact that we want to have grass fields because it's better. And it is better. I don't care what studies anyone says. Everybody knows it is. And Brian laid it out really well. Well, it's going to cost this, this, and this. That shan't be what ends up determining the CBA next, is when because they're going to get their 18th game. Don't let the trade-off be, well, we'll throw you some grass fields. That's all my point was. I didn't want to go down the road of saying, oh, they don't take care of us. They don't, because they have gotten better, much better, taking care of former players than what it was when I played. And I hope that as this continues to grow, the pot continues to grow, they will continue to take even better care of their former players. I just want to be crystal clear on that, because I don't want it to make it out like they are leaving us in garbage cans on the side of the road, because that is not the case.
No one's saying that. But again, I would also say that watching Chris Johnson this week was alarming and a reminder of the dangers of what you do. All right, let me ask you this so we can move on in the 10 o'clock hour. How confident are you that, because, look, the same people largely, or at least the same organization, that took less practice time and fewer off-season practices as a win are still largely in charge at the NFLPA. So how exactly do you propose that they avoid making the grass fields compromise being something that allows them to get what they want? I just don't understand how, in a negotiation, the NFLPA doesn't ask for a king's ransom for the 18th game, because for those who have forgotten, Aaron Rodgers, who was a frequent contributor to this program, including the first guest in history, called us and asked to come on because he was so angry with the way the NFLPA handled the addition of the 17th game, if you recall. Yeah. And I'm sorry, why should I think that the NFLPA will stand firmer than they have in the past to get more than just grass fields thrown at them?
You should be skeptical.
Well, I am. What I'm not skeptical about is UW Credit Union, because I've experienced it.
For every stage of life, UW Credit Union is here forever. You're proudly serving Wisconsin for over 90 years. They're going to help you reach your financial goals. They get the great mobile app. It offers a simple way to check accounts, unique and exclusive debit cards you can only get at UW Credit Union. They've partnered up with UW schools, teams, and artists to create those designs that are as unique as you are. Join today at uwcu.org, insured by NCUA.
Benina Neymar.
Have you been sitting back there trying to come up with
There's
these?
an Mbappe I just saw. Somebody sent me an Mbappe.
Menashe Mbappe.
Mosquito's Mbappe.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Thought we were doing Fox Valley, but that's okay.
Well, we ended up going to Peshtigo, which I was told isn't even in the Fox Valley.
Haunchyville's Holland. The 10 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch starts in 2 minutes, so stick around.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Mark Tauscher here for Buckin' Honeys. Summer in Wisconsin is too good to spend indoors. And whether you're meeting the crew after work, grabbing dinner before the game, or just looking for a great patio spot, Buckin' Honeys has you covered. Their spacious patios are the perfect place to enjoy award-winning dishes, craft cocktails, and an easygoing atmosphere. Visit their locations in Sun Prairie, Monona, Waunakee, or Mount Horeb. Grab your people, find a spot on the patio, and make the most of summer at Buckin' Honeys. We'll see you there.
This is Wisconsin Volleyball National Champion Devin Robinson. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison and streamers everywhere. I'm Jesse Nelson. Sports Center brought to you by Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison for generations. Check them out, 220 State Street, and online at goodmansjewelers.com. The Milwaukee Brewers winners again last night over the Cincinnati Reds at American Family Field. 7-2, the Brewers take down the Reds in the second of the four-game set. Brewers have won 50 of the last 69 against the Cincinnati Reds. That's an incredible stretch of dominance for the Brewers over the Reds. They'll hope to continue it tonight. 7:10 first pitch tonight. 6:40 normally the weeknight time. Tonight it's 7:10. That's because tonight's game is nationally broadcast on ESPN. If you're looking for it on TV, it is not on Brewers TV. It is only broadcast on ESPN TV and the ESPN app. Of course, you can always listen to the game right here on Madison's home of the Brewers, 100.5 ESPN. Pre-game coverage starts at about 6:35. Plenty more to catch up on, including the latest reports on Wisconsin potentially hiring Sean Eichhorst as its new athletic director. Check it all out, ESPN.com.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com. Three-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year, Jason Wilde.
Time now for headlines as we predict what will happen on Sunday as the Packers take on the Vikings at Lambeau Field.
Packers Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher.
I'm going to do something crazy.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison.
I'm going to say kissing cousins, pack bikes tie.
And celebrating 10 great years on ESPN Wisconsin.
He missed it again! And will end this crazy game in a tie. Oh, my goodness.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
The 10 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch begins now. Now, for those that have not listened to this show for all 10 years of its existence, I want to be clear. I'm the sensitive one on the program, not the big fella. Also, can't remember who this was in the YouTube comments. We're all aware that Tausch is the star of the program. So, thank you. I mention that on a regular basis, but thanks for
Speak for yourself.
I'm not even going to dignify that with a response.
I'm just glad Jesse's speaking today. I know when he hosted
Kyle and Brust, the name of that show.
Kyle and Brust? No. I was gonna go with a longer name of the show, and I just wanted to.
No.
By the
I
way,
understand.
is it okay? I promoted that the Brewers game is on ESPN television tonight. It is not on Brewers TV tonight, so. Just want to make sure everybody's okay with me doing that.
Just wait, how many games are not on Brewers TV?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Tausch. Looking ahead at the upcoming schedule, tonight's game, no local TV. It is only on ESPN if you want to watch it. National broadcast. Of course, you can listen to it you can listen to every game on 620 WTMJ and 100.5 ESPN and 95.3 WBEV in Beaver Dam. Tonight's game is only on ESPN. Tomorrow's game is on Brewers TV. Friday's game is again on Apple TV Plus. Friday night, 8:45 in Arizona. Late night Apple TV.
Is every Friday game on Apple the rest of the season?
Just coincidence that back-to-back for the Brewers have been Apple TV games. Pure coincidence.
Okay. And then there's some that are going to be on local television.
Saturday, July 4th is on Brewers TV, 8:40. And then Sunday, 3:05, Peacock exclusive.
Oh, dear.
So over the next...
When's Murder, She Wrote on?
Over the next 5 days, we've got ESPN, Brewers TV, Apple TV, Brewers TV, Peacock.
There you go. Seems easy.
So while Tausch is not sensitive, he is territorial about analogies. And I would argue, I know ice cream on top of ice cream. There's some greatest hits that have been trotted out. But yesterday, Jeff Passan delivered what I think could be on the Mount Rushmore of analogies that have been delivered on this program and potentially knock off, because we know that all four of them that would be currently up there would belong to the king of the analogy, Mark Tauscher. I think this one might have taken a spot. Be the judge. Here is Jeff Passan discussing the idea that the Brewers will go all in and make multiple trades to make themselves a legit World Series threat and open that window.
Scooble, it would be such a drastic deviation from standard operating procedure of the Milwaukee Brewers. I think they would really need to talk themselves into that. But generally speaking, being more aggressive, yes, and yes. You open a window so you can climb through it. You don't open a window so you can sit on the ledge and wonder what's going to happen if you jump. And whatever trades the Brewers make at this deadline, guys, there's a chance that they're going to come back on them and they're going to deeply regret it. But you're in a league where, Dodgers accepted. It is so very wide open. And I think the Brewers learned last year you need to go in as loaded as you possibly can. And if there's any year to do it, I think the year where Jacob Mizorowski's doing his best Bob Gibson impersonation and a year where so few teams seem to be legitimate contenders, that's the year to do it.
All right, so Passan's analysis of the Brewers is spot on. It's awesome. That is great. Y'all are glazing this analogy way too much because for an analogy, it has to fit what he's talking about, and it does. The window is open. We do that in sports all the time. Window's open, window's closed. How open is the window? When's the last time Jason Wilde, Jesse Nelson, Mark Tauscher, any of our fans have opened a window to crawl through it? You open a window to get fresh air in. You don't open windows to crawl through it. How many windows have you crawled through? How many windows have you crawled through in the last 6 years? 0.
No, I think I might have crawled through one.
No, you haven't. You don't bend well enough anymore. Let's just call it what it is.
At my parents' house...
Jesse, how many windows have you opened up and crawled through?
2.
Come on.
2 windows.
This is like Opie Griffin or Opie whatever his name was.
Taylor.
He would have to, because the door was locked, the window's open, you crawl in to get in the house late. You don't crawl through windows. Nobody does. If you're over the age of 30, you ain't crawling through windows. That's why the analogy is not that great, if we're just being honest about it. The baseball side of it was fantastic, but it wasn't that great of an analogy.
Are you also holding it against him that he does not like
blueberry
hot fruits?
Blueberry.
And I didn't love the fact he didn't think
he doesn't want to.
A windowsill is meant. A windowsill is meant to put out there, and then you have the cat kind of crawls up like Tom the cat would crawl up there to smell you can see the fumes flying off of the old pie. But I'm legitimately asking you, and don't try to be cute, when is the last time anyone in your house, outside of your cat, has crawled through a window? First off, most of them have screens on it. You don't even have windows that don't have screens. Nobody's crawling through windows. For you to put this on a Mount Rushmore, no, I can't get on board.
At my parents' house, the bedrooms are on the second story, and so to go put the Christmas lights up, a lot of times we would open the window from one of the bedrooms and climb out the window to get onto the roof to go do the Christmas lights.
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm crawling through a window. It's the exact thing you're asking about. What do you mean, what does that have to do with anything? At our house right now, we have a basement where you can't get... there's no direct access to outside except if you slide open a window. So we've moved some things from the basement to outside if we're like hanging out for the day. So you open the window and I crawled out and brought a
you
TV
have no
stand or something out.
doors.
Yeah.
You don't have a door. You have to get out to your patio. You have to crawl through a window.
No, it's a more direct access from the basement to the back patio instead of going up the stairs.
You send me a video of You send me a video of you climbing out a window. First off, that's a wide window. No offense.
I will gladly say, hey,
I'm sure you're just rolling through windows. Yep. Oh, I'm gonna head out. Just wait a second. I'm gonna go cook some burgers. Hey, hand me the spatula because I'm spider walking through this to get to the grill. Yeah, that's what you do, passing. You crawl through a window. Come on.
You asked.
We're gonna play a little. Did you hear this?
You asked how many
You
windows
think that you're climbing through? Hey, what is a window for? Oh, I don't know. I love climbing, so I'm going to climb through windows. Yeah, when you're a cat
asked
or a
how
kid.
many windows have you climbed out of in the last 6 years, and I said 2, and that's accurate.
All right, so 2 window climbs out of how many other times have you opened a window? So there's no screen. Just think of how many perfect things have to happen for you to climb through a window. It's got to be on the ground floor. Can't have a screen on it. Got to be wide enough. Like, you guys admit that this window analogy has fallen a little short after you've actually rationally looked at it?
Nope. I still love it.
All right. That's
and
fine.
I also love Steinhoffels and the fact that they have been with us from the very beginning of this show, whether we're sensitive or not. Steinhoffels has been there for us, and they've also been incredible in supporting our 10th anniversary summer-long celebration, all with the help of Steinhoffels. And right now, you can get the help of Steinhoffels by improving your sleep. The Steinhoffels 4th of July mattress sale is happening right now. The perfect time to save big on better sleep with incredible Beauty Rest deals, like up to $1,000 off Beauty Rest adjustable base sets. And if you're looking for an amazing value, get a Queen Beauty Rest world-class mattress starting at just $1,299. Or if you're ready to experience next-level luxury, upgrade to the Beauty Rest Black and also receive $300 in Steinhoffels cash. Plus, bring home your new mattress with 60-month 0% special financing. And for a limited time, when you stop in and test rest a Beauty Rest Black mattress, you will receive a free $25 gas card. Hurry into your nearest Steinhoffels store or shop online at steinhoffels.com. And as always, relax. It's Steinhoffels. More Wilde and Tausch straight ahead. Stick around.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Mark Tusher here for Chalmers Jewelers. I've been a big fan of Scott, Garrett, and the whole team at Chalmers Jewelers for years now. I go there, my friends go there, and most importantly, my wife loves it whenever I get her something from Chalmers Jewelers. It's my go-to spot for birthdays, anniversaries, and any special occasion. For quality jewelry and a great experience, choose Chalmers Jewelers, the place to go for that perfect gift. Stop at Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton and Madison.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
and Madison. Life moves fast. Your car should move with it. At Zimbrick Chevrolet, they've got a vehicle and payment options that fit every stage of your journey. Just graduated? Start smart in a Chevy Trax. Stylish, efficient, and budget-friendly. Growing your family? The Equinox gives you the space and versatility you need. And when life gets even bigger, the Traverse or Tahoe is ready for it all. Kids, carpools, and road trips. Visit them today in Sun Prairie or online at ZimbrickChevrolet.com. Zimbrick Chevrolet, the name you can trust.
It's well known that the boss at the exteriors company
is a perfectionist.
It's a gift.
He not only oversees every job, he inspects each aspect of the operation to get to the root of what your project will actually need to be long-lasting.
Call 960-ROOF.
Oh, he's proud of all the reviews.
What can I say? Take a look.
The Exteriors Company, built for Wisconsin, backed by expertise.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on where you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Every event tells a story, from the first impression to the final moments. Have someone guide your guests through every chapter the way you want the story told. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With a strong presence, great voices, and an award-winning team, trust us to guide, direct, and inform your guests through all the different chapters of the day. For fun, memorable entertainment for any event, please visit us at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Buying a new vehicle should be exciting, and that's what Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb aims to do. That's why they vow to give you the better buying experience. Jim Rutledge here. I've had 3 better buying experiences at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb, and I keep on going back because the experience and the Chevy is fantastic. So if you're looking for a buying experience, you're going to want to repeat anytime you need a new or new-to-you vehicle, I recommend you make the short drive out to Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb because you're only minutes away from a better buying experience at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb.
Looking to take your baseball game to the next level this offseason? GRB Rays Youth Fall Baseball is built for player development, giving athletes the reps they need to improve. With 2 practices each week and games on Sundays, players stay sharp and keep growing all fall long. And more importantly, the opportunity to elevate their skills when it matters most. Don't just maintain, get better. Register for this fall now at rays.grbacademy.com. That's rays.grbacademy.com.
How will we remember Giannis Antetokounmpo?
I think his legacy is set. His tab has been cleared in Milwaukee, in my opinion.
Continue reacting to the trade right here on 100.5 ESPN, Madison's home of the Bucks.
Jesse, you're about to do something that I don't know if it's even possible. You are going to manage to connect our Brewers conversation and the Wisconsin athletic director hire that is not yet official. Are you really going to do that with a little help from Lane Grindle?
I sure am. And the help is really courtesy of Molly and Jim yesterday afternoon on ESPN Madison, our all-new afternoon show from 4 to 6 each day. That's the name of that show, Molly and Jim.
All new.
Well, mostly new, Molly and Jim. I don't know. It's a new show. It's launched a week or 2 ago, Molly and Jim. So they are joined by Lane Grindle, voice of the Brewers Radio Network regularly. Lane Grindle, in his previous life, before becoming one of the Brewers Radio Network broadcasters, worked at the University of Nebraska. He was a broadcaster at Nebraska, and he was there during the time that Sean Eichhorst was the athletic director at Nebraska.
Oh, interesting.
How about that? Okay. So when appearing yesterday on Molly and Jim, they asked Lane Grindle about the Sean Eichhorst hire, and here's some of what he had to say.
Probably, if I'm being honest, and Sean's my friend, I would tell him this to his face. He just made the wrong hire. Mike Riley's a wonderful human being, was not a great fit at Nebraska, and it didn't work out. And as we know in major colleges, when something like that doesn't work out, a lot of times you don't get a chance to do it again. Then they move on from you. So that's the way that kind of went down. But he went to Texas, and he's the number 2 AD now under Chris Del Conte, who's one of the best athletic directors in college athletics. He's seen that NIL machine that they have there. He has worked in all sorts of different capacities in a great, successful athletic department. And so I would think the Sean Eichhorst that Wisconsin's getting today is not even the same guy.
And that's how we merge both conversations together.
I'm impressed. Well done by Molly and Jim and Riley Yauk, and I guess Jesse to some degree as well. When do we, from the people you talked to in the building, do we have any idea when this would actually become official? If it is official? If it is going to happen?
I would think it would be. I'm not going to speculate, but sooner rather than later is what I would say.
We eagerly await that becoming official, just like we eagerly await our next visit to Hard Rock Casino Rockford, and we will see if there will be any changes in the odds that might tempt you a little bit more.
Premier entertainment destination just off of I-90. It is the Hard Rock Casino Rockford in Rockford, Illinois. And this weekend, the 4th of July. Join the Hard Rock Casino Rockford for the 4th of July weekend for the Let Freedom Ride giveaway. High-powered excitement with your chance to win one of 3 premium rides, a Can-Am Outlander, a Can-Am Defender, or a Sea-Doo Spark Trix. From rugged off-road adventures to heart-pounding water thrills, Independence has never felt this good. Unity members can earn entries now through July 5th with drawings on July 3rd, 4th, and 5th at 9 p.m. You can check out the full rules at casino.hardrock.com. Play, dine, and shop. Enjoy live shows and, of course, the sports book. Hard Rock Casino Rockford, a premier entertainment destination just off of I-90 in Rockford, Illinois.
Homer joins us next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, driven by Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie on 100.5 ESPN. See their full inventory at ZimbrickChevrolet.com.
Mark Tauscher here, encouraging you to save money and help save the planet by making an energy switch to Everlight Solar. It's an exciting time of year as we get into the heart of the summer. And while that means more time in the sun, more time spent with friends and family, and more fun at home or traveling, it also means more money being spent to do all of those things. Well, if you're looking to save some cash, why not save money and help save the planet by making an energy switch to Everlight Solar? Our family made the switch to solar and we love it, but at first we weren't even quite sure where to start. That's when we met the great team over at Everlight Solar. From the very first conversation, they educated us on the benefits of solar while also helping keep the process simple. Join us in saving a ton of money and creating a greener environment for our family and the community by switching to solar. Learn more. Schedule a free consultation at everlightsolar.com. That's everlightsolar.com.
The Milwaukee Brewers, the Cincinnati Reds.
And a fly ball to center, hit well, at the track, at the wall. Joey goes deep.
Tune in tonight on 100.5 ESPN, Madison's home of the Brewers.
Zimbrick Honda has been a proud part of the Madison community since 1973. They're your one-stop shop for over 250 new Hondas to choose from. Whether you're looking for a sedan, SUV, or truck, their selection of new vehicles is second to none. Stop in today at their location on Fish Hatchery Road and check out their full lineup of vehicles and find the one that's right for you, or browse the vehicle selection online at ZimbrickHonda.com. That's ZimbrickHonda.com. Shop local, shop Zimbrick Honda.
Here's the thing, buying jewelry should feel good, not rushed, not pressured, and definitely not final if it's not right. That's why at Condon Jewelers you can exchange your purchase so you actually end up with what you really want. And when it comes to value, Condon Jewelers offers some of the best prices in the area without sacrificing quality, service, or trust. So whether you're celebrating a big moment or just treating yourself, you can shop confidently knowing they've got your back. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Brian Butch here. From high school All-American to Division I to the pros, I've spent a lifetime putting in the work. And this 4th of July, Iron Jock is celebrating with one of our biggest deals of the summer. From June 25th through July 6th, get 40% off all Iron Jock gear with a minimum purchase of $50 using code ESPN40. Excludes clearance and gift cards. Whether you're training, traveling, grilling out, or just staying active this summer, Iron Jock gear is built to keep up. Our products are moisture-wicking, anti-static, built for performance, built to last, built in Wisconsin. Shop now at ironjock.com.
The News 3 Now First Warn Weather Team is certified for delivering the most accurate forecast in the entire state of Wisconsin. Morning meteorologist Savannah Brito.
When you're making plans, the weather often has other plans.
Evening meteorologist Blaze Keller.
At home, at work, or on the go, when we know, you'll know.
Chief meteorologist Alex Harrington.
Our team has the experience you can count on and the accuracy you can trust.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather, keeping you ahead of the storms.
Join me, Erin Ranum, your 2026 Dane County Fairest of the Fair for the Dane County Fair at the Alliant Energy Center July 16th through the 19th. Enjoy the fun for all ages, including stunt dinosaur and magic shows, tractor displays and carnival rides, twin stunts, animals, and more. We'd like to thank our Supreme Grand Champion sponsor, Miller & Son Supermarket, and our Grand Champion sponsor, Blaine's Farm and Fleet. I hope to see you there July 16th through the 19th. For more information, visit DaneCountyFair.com.
It's a great day for Brewers baseball, and with Brewers checking from Associated Bank, you get a powerful lineup of perks all season. Leading off is express entry with incredible speed. Next up, 20% off gear at the Brewers team store. Sporty stuff. And third, up to 50% off home game tickets. But if you can believe it, there's even more you can score. Because with Brewers checking, you get the strongest lineup in baseball. Only from Associated Bank. Join the crew at AssociatedBank.com/Brewers. Member FDIC.
Homer on Wilde and Tausch is brought to you by Olson Toon Landscaping, helping homeowners and businesses across Dane County create and maintain outdoor spaces since 1997. Learn more and contact the team today at olsontoon.com.
On Uncle Homer. So in the meantime, Tausch, tell us about Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin again.
I will, and if you're shopping for new windows and you want to climb through them, you want to sit next to them, you want to open them up for fresh air, you should never include haggling. Pella sticks to straightforward pricing, honest conversations, helping homeowners find the right fit for their home. They're not going to use high-pressure sales tactics. When you buy direct through Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, same team that manufactures your windows and doors, they also sell them, install them, and service them. Real pricing, premium quality, no game. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Joining us now on the Yuengling Goat Hotline. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America, 197 years, 6 generations family-owned and operated, and now in Wisconsin, DG Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly. It is Steve the Homer True. Homer, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. I was a part of the going through a window thing.
Sorry.
I've gone through the window, back of a garage window twice, and most recently was going to do it again because we were locked out of a house. But the part of Team Homer knew that you can use a credit card sometimes to get the lock. It's not a deadbolt to open. With the credit card, they opened the door, so I didn't have to crawl through a window again. And yes, I'm getting to the age where I'm not really as comfortable doing it as in my earlier days.
There you go. Another window climber.
Yeah.
Another point for the great Jeff Passan analogy from yesterday's show.
It's a terrible analogy. I want to agree with Tausch on that.
What? Thank you. It's
You're welcome.
terrible analogy. It's not a terrible.
Yeah.
The idea of the window being opened and the Brewers trying to climb to go win a championship is great. Now, all of the baseball stuff was great. There was just people don't climb through windows unless they have to.
Yeah. No, you're with I'm with you 100%.
Well, don't you? You might argue that the Brewers, in order to win the World Series, have to open the window and climb through it. You don't do it very often. The Brewers don't do it very often.
That's not why you open a window. That's not why you open a window, though.
Well, they're not opening the window. They're leaving it closed if they don't make any big moves. Homer, to the baseball portion of that, as opposed to the analogy portion of that, there's been folks that were excited about the idea of Scooble. Jeff Passan was very clear that he expects the Brewers to make multiple trades to improve their team. How confident are you in your guy, Matt Arnold? Not that he'll get good players, but it'll be enough to get them their first World Series title.
They got a good shot. It's about the pitching, but I mean, I said this before, like when you agree with anything, you're like a sheep. You just go, bah. And so whatever they do, I give them 100%. I'm assuming they would consider a great pitcher if the cost was small because they would only want it for the rest of this season. So it would appear things are going in their way. If Woody can stay healthy, he is amazing to watch him pitch. Even more amazing than Miz because he shouldn't be able to be that good because he doesn't throw the ball hard enough. So, but with those and adding a pitcher, and then they have to find enough hitting. But the reality is the key will be the pitching. They're only going to win and beat the Dodgers if their pitching is good enough that they could conceivably win 2-1, or you just got to win 4 games out of 7. They have a chance to win the World Series this year with the pitching as it is, and if it continues. Harrison's great.
Did you feel that way last year? I can't remember.
No,
Did you feel this way about the team last year? Why not?
No, because the pitching wasn't as spectacular as it could be this year. You didn't have Miz. Now they know how he's even
I was
better.
just going to ask, is that Miz related?
Well, no, it's all of it. It's like I'm assuming Woody can stay healthy. I wouldn't have thought he could be this good given the injuries. Harrison is better than people thought. And they have that other guy, Sproat or whatever. He's a little inconsistent, but when he pitches well, he looks so. No, it's all about the pitching because they're never going to pay for pitching. It's too expensive. So it depends on their young pitching. And their young pitching now is better than it's ever been. And so if they wanted to, they could probably add a pitcher, a starter, if it's just for the rest of the year. Or, and this is where you never know, middle relief, closing, it's just no one knows what they're getting for sure. And so they may have what's good enough. I expect them to add a bat, assuming they can do it for low price for just the end of the year. I don't know what position. But more than anything, I sleep well because it would appear with their direction. And again, the best thing David Stearns did was hire Matt Arnold. The best thing Craig Counsell ever did was to hire Murphy. This is a phenomenal chance, and part of it comes down to the Dodgers not being as good as they can be, but even if they're close with the pitching the Brewers have, they can win a World Series. They can win the World Series.
So, Homer, the other part of the Jeff Passan interview, I mean, he was awesome, discussing everything Brewers. The Bob Gibson part of this, you're old enough to actually know about Bob Gibson. Is Miz? Is that where this is? That seemed like that was a big thing. Can you tell us?
No.
Tell me more.
No.
Tell me more.
Bob Gibson, I don't even know that he's there yet, but no, that's like saying Cheerios hitting well. Is he Babe Ruth? You'd go, come on now. Now, Miz is closer than Cheerio is, but that's just crazy.
He literally had a stretch where they said it was the best statistical stretch for a starting pitcher since Bob Gibson.
Well, no, it might be. That's fine. That's good. Yeah, that can be accurate, yes. Is he Bob Gibson? No.
Bob Gibson ever throw at 105.5? Hey, Bob Gibson ever throw at 105.5?
I don't know. We don't know, but Bob Gibson threw whatever he wanted to throw, not to mention his mentality. His last game pitching, he gave up a home run. I believe it was to Pete Lecoq, who was Peter Marshall from Hollywood Square's son. And
Indeed.
12 years later,
really?
they met in a 12 years later they met in a reunion game, and Gibson was pitching and hit him.
Yeah. I know. I've heard that story.
He's not got Bob Gibson. He's not as good as Bob Gibson now. He'll never be as good as Bob Gibson. He might have some stretch. I am comparing him to Nolan Ryan in the sense that I am predicting a no-hitter for the Miz before the year is up.
So why is it okay to compare him to Nolan Ryan, but not compare him to
Ryan
Bob
was
Gibson?
pretty dang good.
Bob Gibson was better than Nolan Ryan, one. And two, Nolan Ryan threw the ball very fast. And so he has the potential to be Nolan Ryan-like, more so than Bob Gibson. And Nolan Ryan pitched 7 no-hitters, and the no-hitter allows Miz to have that game where he walks a couple, and he can still throw a no-hitter. Another great part of this is Nolan Ryan, I believe, threw 7, but never threw a perfect game because he tended to walk people even more than the Miz. So,
tomorrow, I believe Jesus is preaching at the Church of AmFam Field again. Is that right?
That is, and the luckiest people are the USA soccer team, because if the Miz was pitching tonight, they would be second best or third best or fourth best. But Miz is not pitching till tomorrow, so they're the big event tonight.
So speaking of
the U.S. has to win. You cannot ever lose to that country in any athletic event ever. I don't care what it is.
Tennis.
You can't lose to Bosnia Herzegovina.
No, we'd lose to tennis if we played a Davis Cup against them.
No. Nope. Maybe other
Novak?
Country, not
is
that
it
one.
Novak from there?
I don't know.
Steve Novak?
No, Djokovic.
I know, it was a joke.
And even if he was, one player is not enough to win the Davis Cup. But as you often do.
You can get 3 games now. You get 3 wins with one player. You can.
No, you get 2 in singles, 1. That's not enough to
and you can play doubles. That's 3 points. That's all you need is 3 points.
Novak Djokovic is Serbian.
Nice try, Tausch. And as I say often to you, you give it a go. You're good.
Yeah. You got to throw it out there.
So are you going to watch the game tonight, or are you afraid of being labeled a phony like Tausch is?
Oh, I'm actually not. I mean, I serve a purpose so that all the crap that these soccer people throw out, like Mexico, the first elimination round win ever. No, they made this up and they expanded the elimination round. So
Play-in
I don't
games.
allow people
That's
to
a
say
play-in game.
stupid things. Yes, and so the U.S., if they win this game, they'll give them credit for doing something will not be legit because they expanded this very wisely, it would appear. Though, I'm wondering if they're going to cut back because you can't have Germany lose this early. So they might have to come up with a better way to determine who you play in the round of 32. So, but these fans are crazy, and it's all. They had how many weeks of NFL preseason games? Now it's the real legit. But this is an elimination round that has never existed before. Let me emphasize to newcomers and especially soccer people who like. There isn't much of a standard because this other stuff, like you can get away with this garbage because it's soccer. But no, this win by the U.S. tonight will mean nothing in terms of the history, because they will have now advanced to the final 16, which used to be the first elimination round. And I believe since 1930 they've won 1 game that got them to the Elite Eight 1 year. But that's not the key. The key is this game is nothing. It's an invented extra round to have more games to make more money, and it's worked. They're geniuses.
Yeah, I believe 2002 they reached the quarterfinals. That was their
correct
longest
by winning
run.
1 game. Yes, they won 1 game. Here
correct.
You would have to win 2 games, and I do have to cover my bet with Bulaga. Horrible bet, 10-1 odds. I'm figuring out how I can hedge that to where I don't, because they could win 2 games. Now, the other game that's of note, Belgium and Senegal, because that is the U.S.'s next game, I believe, the winner of that.
This has been your tennis minute and your soccer minute with Steve the Homer
I have
True.
a tennis minute, too, because I watched Serena Williams play yesterday.
Now, what'd you think?
And
I missed it, but I saw. I didn't love a couple of things, and then I'll let you go about Serena.
No, it was fantastic.
She gets
they could only have hoped for a match that close. She's old. She doesn't play, and she played well, and the other girl that she played pretty well. They couldn't have hoped for anything better other than for Serena to win. But it was such a great match.
What about the fact she gets this invite? And listen, she is a great champion, so no problem with her getting a wild card invite.
Until she's dead. She should get an invite every year until she's dead. Yeah.
I agree, but hey, she can't meet with the press afterwards.
Nope. She was hurt. That's what they came up with. She had an injury. Fine. She's a diva.
She's 44. Nobody expected her to win. She actually showed out pretty good.
Yes,
celebrate it. Go in and do the media, but she can't?
No.
Come on.
No. Don't ask her to be something she's not. Come on. You accept that, all right? She's going to be who she is, all the negativity, and it's going to exist.
All right.
But you had a great match, and tell her she can come again next year and play.
All right.
Homer, she came back from match point down and then made it, and then kind of got. I don't know what happened, but in terms of what you would hope for when you set this up, this was an A+. Other than winning, and the girl who won really didn't come across as the best interview ever. Because the first thing she should have said was, "I'm sorry, I won," and they would have given her a standing ovation. Then she could have gone on, but she isn't that good, and she came on strong at the end. So yeah, A+ for the game, but. Don't ever complain about Serena being Serena. Come on. Complain about who's a great baseball player, basketball. Complain about Jordan being Jordan. Come on. LeBron being LeBron. Right. Great example.
All right. Hey. All right.
A lot of people complain about LeBron.
Indeed.
And Keyshawn Nixon, everybody should like him. He's saving the Packers.
Whoa, Nelly! Okay, we cannot let you go.
Unfortunately, we can't talk about Keyshawn. He's been
for
whatever reason. We also can't talk about Jadeveon Clowney. What are the other ones we can't talk about this week?
Let's talk about Sean Eichhorst. You gave Serena an A+. Yes. Do you give the University of Wisconsin an A+ for this hire?
I think so, but I thought the interview that you had was great, and the admission that he stunk at Nebraska. But yes, I would like to know a little bit more about that. But yes, he's been at Texas. He's been a big shot. He understands what's going on. Clearly, Wisconsin has decided to do it the right way. Now they have Culver's giving money. And yes, I believe, given his success and knowledge of Texas, that, but there's only one person to ask about the hire. Only one.
Ted Kellner.
The king himself. No, Barry Alvarez. I don't know what he'll say publicly, privately, but he's the one. If I was interested in hiring him, I don't hire him until I check with Barry.
Is Homer underwater?
We're losing Homer.
Is he
there.
submerged?
We're gonna have to figure out what's going on there.
All right, we should let him go anyway, because he's got his various responsibilities to handle. So that is Steve the Homer True. A+ is probably high, but we'll have to wait and see, and I'm eager for that to become official. I see Yahoo Sports is reporting now that deal has, in fact, been finalized, and an announcement is forthcoming. Tausch, you need to make an announcement about your backyard and all the cool stuff that you and Sarah have planned with Outdoor Living Unlimited.
Indeed, we do. We have been talking about doing something and always trying to figure out what should be the process. How should we go about doing it? Well, we met with the great team over at Outdoor Living Unlimited, Aaron and Eric Brown. They're brothers and owners of Outdoor Living Unlimited, and we felt like they were the right guys to work with. We share the same hardworking values. Love the fact Outdoor Living Unlimited is a family-owned and locally operated company. Their showroom is a must-see. Matter of fact, it's almost too much of a must-see. You go in there, you have a plan, and then you're like, oh, you can do this too? You have this? Oh, we can do this? Looking for a new deck, outdoor kitchen, screen room, or more, you're going to find everything you need at Outdoor Living Unlimited. Start with OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com and end with an amazing outdoor space. Check them out at OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com.
Our latest 10th anniversary One Call That's All celebratory message is next to kick off. Not to kick off the 11 o'clock hour. We got to finish the 10 o'clock hour first. It's Wilde and Tausch.
We're on the Packers.
You can't sit here and tell me that you're comfortable with the idea of the Green Bay Packers playing 8 games without Micah Parsons.
Because we're on Wisconsin sports.
That's very uncomfortable. That's extremely uncomfortable.
Nobody covers the green and gold like 100.5 ESPN.
Mark Tusher here for Chalmers Jewelers. I've been a big fan of Scott, Garrett, and the whole team at Chalmers Jewelers for years now. I go there, my friends go there, and most importantly, my wife loves it whenever I get her something from Chalmers Jewelers. It's my go-to spot for birthdays, anniversaries, and any special occasion. For quality jewelry and a great experience, choose Chalmers Jewelers, the place to go for that perfect gift. Stop at Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton and Madison.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
and Madison. Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
This Badger Minute brought to you by Steinhoffels. Shop Steinhoffels America 250 sale. Save up to 30%, plus get a $250 MasterCard when you spend $2,999. Only at Steinhoffels.
With your Badger Minute, I'm Riley Yao. An athletic director has been found. Pete Thamel broke the news Tuesday morning that Wisconsin is zeroing in on Sean Eichhorst as their next AD. Eichhorst has been the athletic director at UW-Whitewater, Miami, and Nebraska. He would be coming from Texas, where he was hired in 2018 as a deputy athletic director under Chris Del Conte. Check out our full coverage of the news on the ESPN Wisconsin app and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't play games, just straightforward pricing, premium quality, and trusted Pella certified installation. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Creating lasting impressions every season, every day. That's the Olson Toon landscaping difference. Since 1997, Olson Toon has been transforming outdoor spaces across Dane County. From landscaping and concrete to excavation and maintenance, they're your one team for everything outdoors, keeping your property looking its best year-round. With experienced professionals and a collaborative approach, every project is built around your vision. Ready to elevate your space? Let's get started. Head to olsontoon.com today.
Life moves fast. Your car should move with it. At Zimbrick Chevrolet, they've got a vehicle and payment options that fit every stage of your journey. Just graduated? Start smart in a Chevy Trax. Stylish, efficient, and budget-friendly. Growing your family? The Equinox gives you the space and versatility you need. And when life gets even bigger, the Traverse or Tahoe is ready for it all. Kids, carpools, and road trips. Visit them today in Sun Prairie or online at ZimbrickChevrolet.com. Zimbrick Chevrolet, the name you can trust.
When it comes to paint, Wisconsin trusts Wisconsin. Hallman Lindsay Paints has been proudly made for Wisconsin homes, businesses, contractors, and communities for generations. Now is the perfect time to plan your next painting project. From June 29th through July 3rd, take advantage of Hallman Lindsay's buy 1 gallon, get the second gallon 70% off sale. Save on premium quality paint that's made for Wisconsin in Wisconsin. Stop by your local Hallman Lindsay Paint store or learn more at hallmanlindsay.com. That's hallmanlindsay.com.
Hi, it's Dave from Canopy Wealth Management. Many people are balancing retirement planning, college costs, and caring for aging parents, often all at once. With extensive experience, the Canopy team has helped others navigate these same challenges and can be a trusted thought partner as you prioritize what matters most. Canopy Wealth Management. Care, competence, clarity. It's not just a tagline, it's our promise. Get started today at canopy-wealth.com.
Paid for by Canopy Wealth Management. Canopy Wealth Management is registered as an investment advisor with the SEC.
Whether you're grilling outside, sitting on the patio, or watching the game, summer is the perfect time to sip on a cocktail made with Door County Distillery. Handcrafted award-winning spirits made locally in beautiful Door County. Hey, it's Alex Stroh. Mix up a G&T with that signature green bottle of gin, or sip on it with a couple of rocks. My favorite, the Door County Distillery Bourbon. Made in Door County, available all over the state, including right here in the Madison area. Local, affordable, award-winning. That's what it's all about. It's Door County Distillery. Find the retailer nearest you, doorcountydistillery.com.
What's most important for Wisconsin's next AD?
Football. Win. When you look back at the McIntosh era, there's a lot of good things that happen, but that's not what pays the bills.
Continue reacting right here on 100.5 ESPN. Sounds like someone's here to celebrate with us.
10 years with this show? Oh my gosh, what a run.
Wilde and Tausch's 10th anniversary is presented by Steinhoffels.
Greatest show on ESPN Wisconsin, period.
And this celebratory message is brought to us by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Yo, it's Tier 1 Tyler. Jesse, Wilde and Tausch, man, you guys really have got something here. It's amazing to see not only your perspectives from 3 different truly unique angles, but it's amazing to see all of your other opinions outside of the Packers as well. So keep up the good work. Hopefully we're here for another 10 years. And when we're doing our 20th, you'll finally be able to add me as a 4th member, maybe on the side. Congrats, guys.
That is Tier 1 Tyler with his celebratory message. Jesse, I don't know how you don't listen to the introduction to the celebratory messages and acknowledge the difference between that and what we heard yesterday leading into Jeff Passan's appearance, which I had a few people text me. They were just checking to make sure I was still with us.
If you
so
would
I appreciate that.
If you would like to request a change to the Outdoor Living Unlimited 10 for 10 series intro, we can do that for our next time that a special guest joins. I can put that in for us.
Again, we may disagree on the quality of the window analogy, but I felt like we were all on the same page, including Jeff on the sad moment of us celebrating our passing. Thanks to Tier 1 Tyler for being so supportive. Jesse, if he were to tier the 3 hosts of the show, including you, his alleged closest friend, where would he put you on the list?
I think it depends how golf goes today. I'm filling in on his golf team this afternoon. It's going to be hot
Does
and
he
muggy
ever play?
and windy. No, he's playing today. This is the first time I'm actually
you're filling in for someone else
going to
on his
see him
team.
in months. Yeah, it's the first time in a long time, so it depends how that goes today. He would tier you guys evenly. I would like to think that I would be a little bit higher in his book, but you never know. You adamantly opposed. How do we feel about him inviting himself to be on the show in his message? I thought that was pretty much our weakest of our celebratory messages so far from Gruber Law Office's One Call, that's all.
Oh, who's being negative now?
I mean,
I don't
sounds
know
like
how
he's
much
half
bubbler is he
asleep
gonna
when he.
provide.
I know he's a dad of 3 now, but I mean, it sounds like he's half asleep when he recorded the thing.
He does sound tired. He does. I would agree with that. And if you had 3 kids, you'd be tired too. Well, we appreciate him nevertheless, and we appreciate Gruber Law Offices for their support of our 10th anniversary extravaganza by providing us the One Call, That's All celebratory messages. And, of course, one call is all it takes if you need help, if you've been injured in an accident, and that call needs to be to Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. 414-276-6666. 414-276-6666. Gruber Law Offices, one call. That's all. We will play some trivia and some Whoa Nelly. And Jesse wants to talk about not Keyshawn Nixon, but Marshawn Lloyd to kick off the 11 o'clock hour. We'll do that next, so stick around.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Mark Tauscher here, and take it from me, the best game nights start with Pizza Hut. Try the new crispy Parm Pan Pizza, featuring crispy baked Parmesan on the crust for a golden cheesy crunch in every bite. For a limited time, get a medium one-topping crispy Parm Pan for just $10, or make it a large for just $3 more. Order online at pizzahut.com or download the Pizza Hut app to order and find more great deals. The new crispy Parm Pan Pizza, available now at Pizza Hut. And remember, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Hey Madison, it's Rich Eisen. Join me for the Rich Eisen Show weekdays noon to 2 right here on 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison and streamers everywhere. I'm Jesse Nelson. Sports Center brought to you by Ridgetop Exteriors, Wisconsin's premier roofing, siding, and window contractor since 2002. Visit them at ridgetopexteriors.com. seeing a couple of different reports, including from Yahoo Sports, that Sean Eichhorst, who ESPN's Pete Thamel reported yesterday Wisconsin was targeting to become its next athletic director, is reportedly set to agree to become the next athletic director. That has not yet been made official by the university. As we await further word, make sure you check out the latest conversation about the potential hire at the University of Wisconsin over on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel, and catch up on anything you missed yesterday reacting to the news on the ESPN Wisconsin app. Meanwhile, the Milwaukee Brewers 7-2 winners last night over the Cincinnati Reds at American Family Field. That's nothing new. In the last 69 meetings, the Brewers have won 50 against the Reds. 50-19 in their last 69 meetings. It's an incredible stretch. The Brewers hoping to continue it tonight. 7:10 first pitch tonight. Televised exclusively on ESPN and the ESPN app.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com. Three-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year, Jason Wilde.
Joining us now is the Green Bay Packers' new head coach, Matt LaFleur on Wilde and Tausch.
Packers Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher.
Matt LaFleur, Matt Nagy, and Matt Patricia. Who is the most famous non-NFC North head coach not named Matt? No, I'm sorry.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison.
Who is the most famous non-NFC North head coach named Matt? Matt Damon, Matt Ryan, somebody else.
And celebrating 10 great years on ESPN Wisconsin.
Can you repeat that question?
Sorry.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
The 11 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch begins now. Jesse, first of all, I was asking when it came to Tier 1 Tyler. Obviously, he is among your best friends that are on the Tier 1 tier. I meant in terms of his enjoyment of the program. There's no way he puts you ahead of Tausch and I.
I mean, he's brought you guys more bubbler than he's brought me.
It's true.
Which I'm kind of offended by in the grand scheme of things. If I may, I guess I should have probably approached this a little differently. It's really cool that I am fortunate enough to be in this spot, to be on the show with you guys, and to have a friend from high school who I've been able to remain friends with for multiple decades as we've grown in our lives personally and professionally, to still have that connection to him and be part of this show in that way. It's very special to me, and so I appreciate Tier 1 Tyler and his contributions to us over the years and the character that he's become on our program. And also, I hope he doesn't suck at golf today.
Since you're revising your view of his call, his celebratory call presented by Grubel Offices, would you like to also maybe dial back your critique of it being the lowest energy and the worst call that we've had so far?
No, I would not. It was by far the lowest energy and the worst of our celebratory messages so far. I think it's pretty obvious.
Okay. Speaking of energy, there is a lot of high energy and a lot of hope surrounding Marshawn Lloyd. And I thought, I understand why people are excited. Now we've got a new nickname for him, right? Now we've got him, Jordan Love revealed that they call him the Yeet Cannon. Which again, younger people can explain to me Yeats, which we first learned from Nathaniel Hackett years ago. But the bottom line is that we have no evidence that he can be a reliable, effective, productive NFL running back, because he has played in one game that counted in the standings and suffered an injury therein. Tausch, we've talked a lot about the corner group, and certainly their number one corner by default. We have talked a lot about the offensive line, rightfully so as well. Have we not talked enough about, obviously, we have not heard any updates on the Josh Jacobs legal situation. They allowed their number 2 running back, who had a 107-yard, 2-touchdown game, I think on 27 carries, when he did start his first NFL game when Josh Jacobs wasn't able to go against the Vikings at Lambeau Field. And they re-signed a guy who had 27 total carries all of last season, the same number that Emmanuel Wilson had in his one game, in Chris Brooks. And then there's Marshawn Lloyd, who has been eligible to play in 36 games, including playoffs the last 2 years, and he's played in exactly 1 of those 36 games because of injuries. Are we not talking about this enough? Because I thought it was telling that Jesse, this was one of his takeaways from the State of the Packers show from Saturday at Summerfest.
I mean, I think we've talked more about Marshawn Lloyd than he's been on the field this offseason.
Definitely.
We've talked a lot about him. You raved about him at one of the minicamp practices you're at, how he just looks different. And I don't think there's anyone here, anyone that's listening to us, that doesn't believe that Marshawn Lloyd has a ton of talent. He's showed it in the one game that he's played since he's been a Packer. Mm-hmm. He's got talent. He would be a great compliment to Josh Jacobs if you could count on him. But I just, at this point, you can't. And if you do, you're going to be kicking yourself. So you better have some insurance. You better insure carefully. You can dream fearlessly, too. That's the beauty of Marshawn Lloyd. But as far as counting on, I think I don't know if it was Barnwell or one of these ranking the running back crew, Green Bay is right dead center in the middle of the pack at 16 as far as their running back group.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a hard time arguing that. You have a older, veteran, really good running back when he's healthy, but there's a reason Goody handles his business the way he does. And at this point, he has not hit on how you're going to replace or how you're going to get younger and more dynamic, because Josh Jacobs, even at his best, was not a home run hitter. He would get you some doubles. Marshawn Lloyd is that home run hitting option. And I was thinking that Goody might take a running back in the draft or earlier. He didn't. And now you're looking at Chris Brooks, you're looking at Marshawn Lloyd, and you're looking at Josh Jacobs. And that is, as we sit here now, I would venture to say when Green Bay loads up to head up to Minneapolis in early September, there will be somebody else that's in that room that'll be on that plane too.
What would constitute, beyond being healthy enough to play in more than one game, what would constitute a successful season for Marshawn Lloyd? If he carried the ball 103 times for 502 yards and 4 touchdowns and caught 11 passes for 48 yards and another touchdown, that would be a smashing success, would it not?
No doubt. Yes.
Those are the numbers for Emmanuel Wilson in 2024 when Josh Jacobs ran for 1,300-plus yards and had 15 touchdowns of his own. I mean, that is what you would love to get. He averaged 5 yards a carry. Like, that's what you'd like from your backup running back. I have nothing against Marshawn Lloyd. I just keep using this, but we have no evidence. And that's the problem. And you tell us all the time about potential, but they have shown patience, and they are hopeful, and he went to specialists and did everything. He has tried, from everyone I talked to in the building, they believe that he has tried everything to stay healthy. That this is not someone who's not taking care of himself, and that's why he's getting hurt. And again, he also had like an emergency appendectomy when he was just about to play during his rookie season. So I think it's hard to argue that he's not trying, but so far we have no evidence of what he's capable of. And maybe this is the year that it changes. But by the same token, I don't know how many times there's been guys that have had roughly the same level of bad luck injury-wise and then suddenly stayed healthy for an entire season and were productive. I don't think there's a lot of examples of that, at least during my time covering the team.
Wouldn't it be kind of a bad thing if he has a good year?
No. Why would it be a bad thing?
Because that means Josh Jacobs isn't being as productive or as
I just told you that Josh Jacobs had a 1,300-yard season the same year that Emmanuel Wilson had a 500-yard
I mean, everybody can't have a good... Jordan Love can't throw
What's a good season for Josh Jacobs this year?
1,100-plus yards.
Okay.
I was going to say 12, but yeah.
Double-digit
right.
Double-digit touchdowns for the third straight year because...
Do we just assume that all of what happened and him getting arrested is done? Like, what's our assumption on this?
Jason?
I'm not assuming that it's done. I don't want to assume about
it's been a month.
Everything. But at the same time, to your point, the idea that this is an ongoing investigation and nothing has come of it in a month makes me doubt that this will ultimately result in charges. Like, I don't know exactly. I'm not a police officer. I did talk to a few police officer friends of mine who said that this seems unusual to them. They're big Packers fans, and their expectation would have been that if the investigation was ongoing, especially from a group of authorities that were very proactive about getting information out when it first occurred, and now to have heard nothing is very unusual. So, again, they know way more than I do. I am not a lawyer or a police officer. But, yes, I think the longer it goes, the more you wonder if this was something other than what it was initially presented as. But we'll wait and see. Until then, we'll play some trivia. Jesse, it's Wednesday. You got some really good Wisconsin Geography Wednesday trivia questions holstered?
I think they are appropriately themed for where we are at on the calendar. Yes, the Wisconsin Geography Wednesday is the category for today's trivia.
All right. What caller would you like?
So what's 7 plus 4? 4th of July. 11. Caller 11.
That was some quality math right
July
there. Caller
4th,
11
7,
right
4.
now.
11. I didn't want to do caller 4. That's too fast.
Caller 11 right now. Caller 250. No, caller 11 right now. 844-770-3776. 844-770-3776. Caller 11 plays trivia after Tausch tells us about the aforementioned Dream Fearlessly, Insure Carefully with American Family Insurance.
Yes, sir. Just like a great team needs great protection, your family does too. Spent my career on the O-line. You know when you're protected, when you get big holes, you're going to run through them. You can play a whole lot freer. That's what American Family Insurance is all about. With the right home and auto coverage, help protect what you worked hard for and the dreams you're building for the future. That way, you can focus on your family and not the what-ifs. Insure carefully and dream fearlessly. With American Family Insurance, get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com.
Trivia's next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Mark Tauscher here for Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie, the name you can trust. Well, happy birthday, Zimbrick Chevrolet. That's right, Zimbrick Chevrolet is celebrating 61 years in business. Celebrate with special savings now through July 6th, including receiving a $150 gas card with any new or used vehicle purchase and an additional $500 on your trade. Plus, you might have some big travel plans coming up this summer. And as always, stop to see the service team at Zimbrick Chevy before you go on a big summer road trip so you can enjoy your time on the road and not worry about the inner workings of your vehicle. Voting is on now for the Best of Madison 2026. Vote for Zimbrick in the home and auto category at madisonmagazine.com/BOM. Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie, the name you can trust.
No one throws it like The Miz.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. A fastball at 103.
Setting records with every start.
A complete game. Shutout from Jacob Mizorowski.
Tune in every time the Miz pitches.
104.1. You won't see a starting pitcher ever look more dominant.
Right here on 100.5 ESPN, Madison's home of the Brewers.
We are all witnesses.
Hi, I'm John Hayes of Goodman's Jewelers. It's hard to imagine, but Goodman's has been the diamond store of Madison since 1933, which means your parents, maybe even your grandparents might have shopped with us. We maintain the same high standards, honesty, and integrity that kept them coming back time and again. Keep their history and our history alive. Shop Goodman's Jewelers today in the heart of Madison at 220 State Street. We're online at goodmansjewelers.com.
The best is at Goodman's.
A strong team makes all the difference, and Everlight Solar just expanded theirs. Everlight now offers roofing and exterior services for homeowners dealing with storm damage. From the first call to the final repair, Everlight quickly handles everything under one roof. When your roof takes a hit, you've got a team behind you. Start today at everlightroofing.com. That's everlightroofing.com. Everlight, powering through any storm. A proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
My name is Zach Lind. I'm a podiatric surgeon at Stoughton Health. What brought me into podiatry specifically was a lot of injuries growing up. I skateboarded a lot, played hockey, so I was kind of always injured, a lot of heel pain, a lot of ankle sprains, so I had seen a local podiatrist quite frequently. What I focus on mainly in practice is a lot of the elective bunions, hammer toes, flat foot reconstruction, high arch reconstruction. We do a lot of ankle fractures, fifth met fractures, so Jones fractures, Liz Frank injuries, Achilles ruptures.
Learn more at stoughtonhealth.com.
Life moves fast. Your car should move with it. At Zimbrick Chevrolet, they've got a vehicle and payment options that fit every stage of your journey. Just graduated? Start smart in a Chevy Trax. Stylish, efficient, and budget-friendly. Growing your family? The Equinox gives you the space and versatility you need. And when life gets even bigger, the Traverse or Tahoe is ready for it all. Kids, carpools, and road trips. Visit them today in Sun Prairie or online at ZimbrickChevrolet.com. Zimbrick Chevrolet, the name you can trust.
What life events have you experienced over the past couple of years? Well, maybe one is coming up. The sale of a company, death, divorce, a health crisis, or helping to pay for college or a wedding. Well, Annex Wealth Management has assisted clients with life events, but planning for them can make all the difference. Knowing what you own, why you own it, and how much you're paying for it is a big part of smart financial planning. Annex has an entire in-house team that works together so you can make informed decisions when life events come up. Click Get Started at annexwealth.com.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
Wilde and Tausch on 100.5 ESPN is brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Everlight Solar.
Before we play trivia, the University of Wisconsin announces a proven and respected college sports executive, attorney, and former collegiate athlete, Sean Eichhorst, has been appointed as the University of Wisconsin-Madison's Director of Athletics. UW-Madison interim chancellor Eric M. Wilcox announced today. So it is now official. The Badgers have their new athletic director, and now the work really begins. Time now for trivia presented by Cousin Subs and Vortex Golf.
Hold, please.
Wilde and Tausch Trivia is brought to you by Cousin Subs. Cool down with the summer shake from Cousin Subs. Enjoy 4 delicious flavors: vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, and mint. Cousin Subs. We believe in better. And by Vortex Golf. Trivia winners this week receive a hat, ball marker, sticker, and a blade rangefinder courtesy of Vortex Golf. Rangefinders you can bet on.
How about that, huh?
That's new.
Hey, what is a? I was going to ask
strawberry shake.
As Jesse was struggling, I had my little
joke.
dad joke set up.
Yeah.
What is a football player's favorite ice cream?
Football player's favorite ice cream.
Yeah. I'll give you. You want a hint?
Sure. Yeah.
It wouldn't be on Amazon Prime.
Foxy Road.
Any
something
given Sunday.
Yeah.
Any given Sunday.
That's pretty good. All right, that's a good one. Yeah.
All right.
Jesse,
All
what's
right.
going on with the button over there?
We've got a little bit of a lag. In this case, there was also something new that was going in that required some last-second attention. But we're good now. We're good. That button should be good for a while now.
Sure it will be. Let's welcome in our contestants. It is Baby Fresh.
There's one thing I know about Baby Fresh. He loves a good dad joke. So, Baby Fresh, before your first trivia question, why did the football player bring string to the game?
Why did the football player bring string to the game?
That is the question, yes.
Football player.
We're going to need an answer.
I'm thinking not to get hung up.
Not bad. Nope.
To measure first down.
Nope. So he could tie the score. Yeah, it's not as good as the Sunday one.
Better. Any given Sunday was so much better.
It's fair.
It was definitely better. All right, here we go, Baby Fresh. Question number 1 in Wisconsin Geography Wednesday trivia is this. Bosnia-Herzegovina's Milwaukee Messi grew up in the Fox Valley region of Wisconsin, where he attended which of these high schools? Is it Appleton North, Waukesha North, or Herzegovina North?
Gosh, it's always that C that really gets people tripped up. I'm going to cancel that out. Is Appleton... I feel like it's a little too north. Let's go with B.
Also, is it just
That was
me?
a disgusting look.
Does Baby Fresh sound a little bit like Pancake from the Wisconsin's Morning News on WTMJ?
Not even a little bit.
I hear a little Pancake from. I know it's not Pancake.
He's a crepe guy. Baby Fresh is more crepes.
There's no way that Pancake would have gotten that.
Pancake would have got that question right. So
Fox Valley region does not include Waukesha North. Scuba Chad wouldn't have gotten that wrong either.
By the way, Jesse, Baby Fresh isn't spelled F-R-E-S-H. It's P-H. Like it's a silent.
Is that
PH.
true,
It's
Baby Fresh?
too.
Baby Fresh agrees with that. Pancake would have gotten that one right.
There you go.
Question 2, Baby Pancake, is this.
They don't get easier.
Which of these Mount Rushmore presidents, not to be confused with Mount Rushmore analogies, which of these Mount Rushmore presidents does not share a name with a Wisconsin county? And one of these is not a Wisconsin county. Is it George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, or Theodore Roosevelt?
Ew. Boy, it really does get tougher.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Roosevelt.
I thought you should have put two Roosevelts in there and made him decide between Teddy and Freddie.
Freddie.
Freddie Roosevelt.
Freddie.
Teddy and Freddie. You can't rhyme Franklin with Teddy. Come on.
Right, but Freddie's not even his name.
Freddie Roosevelt.
It's Franklin.
They don't know what any of these guys' names are.
I
Frankie,
guarantee
Teddy,
you,
Freddie.
no one called Franklin Delano Roosevelt Freddie.
You don't know any. You don't know for sure. Nobody
Tell
knows.
us more, history major. All right, Baby Fresh PH. You're 1 out of 2. Here's your chance for a second entry into the drawing and a third total entry if you get this one right. Home of Sean Eichhorst, the new athletic director at the University of Wisconsin. The city of Lone Rock is located in which Wisconsin county? Is it Greene County, Iowa County, or Richland County? It is not in Roosevelt County. Greene, Iowa, or Richland?
Now, if you're a Lone Rock, where would you want to stay? Let's
by
throw an
other
arrow out
rocks.
there. I probably in a place that's pretty rich with rocks. Let's go Richland.
How do you argue with that reasoning? You can't. How do you argue with that reasoning?
This was one of the wildest roller coaster rides of trivia that we've ever been on.
The rare first one wrong, the last two right. I don't know how you don't hear.
I'm not going to say anything to Baby Fresh here, but when his name on the dais was spelled correctly, he didn't get any wrong. When he was misnamed,
spelled wrong.
Baby Fresh,
where was it spelled right?
Contestant. Jesse had it up, Baby Fresh, Fresh. He gets the first one wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Jesse changes it to his actual spelling. He gets the next two right.
Dude,
I'm not saying.
He thought Waukesha North was in the Fox Cities area.
Hey, I'm just bringing something up. You take it for what it's worth. That's
All right, Baby Fresh, if that is your real name. You got 2 out of 3 right, which means you've got 3 of the possible 4 entries into tomorrow's drawing. Good luck to you, and someday you and Pancake should do a podcast together because we will not be able to tell the difference in your voices, much like Jesse and Ben Brust, I've been told.
Wow. Well, appreciate that, and we'll invite you on for a guest speaker.
I'd be happy to join the program. That is Baby Fresh, who will have 3 entries into our drawing tomorrow. You really don't hear Pancake's voice there. You talk to him like every day when he gets you on the air.
No, I do talk to Pancake. Now, granted, Pancake's been out this week, so I have missed.
It's been a while.
So
Sure.
maybe that's what's throwing me off. But
Well,
no.
do you know where he is?
Who?
Do you know where Pancake is?
I don't. No.
Oh. Well, maybe.
None, yeah.
Maybe he hopped on a plane, or he boarded a cruise ship, or maybe he just needed an escape to Potawatomi
Oh, you know
Casino
what?
Hotel.
He did hop on a plane. You're right. He hopped on a plane. Now you
Well,
said
then-
that he did hop on a plane.
Well, then he didn't go to Potawatomi. Then he's not at Potawatomi
Nailed
Casino
that
Hotel.
one.
But you can get away, like I kind of want to right now, to Potawatomi Casino Hotel right now. Start with the stay, the biggest hotel rooms in Milwaukee, nearly You really helped out on that one. Nearly 500 beautifully designed rooms and luxury suites that are perfect for a weekend reset, a date night, or celebrating something big. And if you're hungry, there's no better place because you've got so many options. Premium steaks at the Dream Dance Steakhouse, pizza, burritos, and quick bites at the Marketplace. Rockin' Brews for a high-energy vibe. And my favorite, the scalloped potatoes and the salmon. Canal Street Cafe, Ruyi Asian Kitchen, Cream City Coffee Company, food and drink specials happening all the time. And if you've got a wedding, a birthday, or anniversary you want to plan, their event spaces are built to make them all unforgettable. Sophisticated relaxation, incredible flavor, a full night out all in one place at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. We will get to Whoa Nelly next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, driven by Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie on 100.5 ESPN. See their full inventory at ZimbrickChevrolet.com.
Mark Tosher here. People ask, why did I join UW Credit Union? Well, let's break it down. Convenient local branches, easy to use mobile banking app, rewards checking with early payday, and that beautiful Bucky debit card. Also, they've been serving Wisconsin since 1931, which means they have local expertise that's actually local. So stop by a branch or visit uwcu.org to join today and become a UW Credit Union member like I did. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
The sound of summer is on ESPN Madison.
Mizarowski, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Madison's home of the Brewers.
To high drive. Fair and gone.
Catch every Milwaukee Brewers game this season on 100.5 ESPN.
Hit well. Back. It is gone.
Brewers baseball on ESPN Madison is presented by Hard Rock Casino Rockford and brought to you by Canopy Wealth Management and the Metro family of auto dealers.
Mike, what's one of the most important questions people should be asking about metal roofing?
It should be, who's doing the installation? It takes focus, precision, and technical experience. We'll answer all your questions.
After all, we are masters of metal roofing.
I'm Mike.
And Mary Sweta. Enjoy the long-lasting architectural strength and beauty of a Sweta metal roof.
SWITA metalroofing.com.
Sweta Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
To those who've ever dreamt of their perfect event, those dreams are worthy and they are possible. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With hard work, passion, and great music, we will make your event dreams a reality. Every event is a labor of love, with one-on-one planning, customization, and flawless execution. Bringing your event to life is what we do. For a fun, memorable event, visit celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
People travel the world to collect Hard Rock shirts, and Hard Rock Casino Rockford is going to give the people what they want. Get in on the action at Hard Rock Casino Rockford, where all new Unity card signups receive an official Hard Rock shirt, plus free play to kickstart a winning streak. Whether you're spinning the slots or playing the tables, you'll be dressed for success. Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Let's Hard Rock. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
Listen to Madison Money Guy every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on 100.5 ESPN and ESPNWisconsin.com.
I like to refer to inflation as the silent killer. It's an invisible risk. It's just the idea that things get more expensive over time. You're going to need milk and eggs when you're in your early 60s and when you're in your early 80s. You're going to get a loaf of bread, and it's going to be more expensive 20 years from now.
Christian Finfrock is the Madison Money Guy. Call him today at 208-1800.
This is Aaron Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well. Earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year Award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 608-220-0005 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? For a limited time at Zimbrick Honda, you can buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
This is our crew.
The pitch, a drive to left. This is high. This is deep. It is gone. William Contreras, a 3-run blast.
This is 100.5 ESPN, Madison's home of the Brewers.
Time now for Tier 1 Tyler's favorite part of the program. Or maybe not. Time now for Whoa Nelly.
If the topic is good, the guys discuss.
Just the other morning I had breakfast at Tracy Rocker's house. His mama brought out 15 flapjacks. He said, Mama, take back 5 of them flapjacks. I gotta stay hungry for the Crimson Tide.
But if it's not, the show must go on. It's time for
Whoa Nelly
on Wilde and Tausch.
The soccer update brought to you by Discount Liquor. Stop by their Milwaukee or Waukesha locations for all your tailgating needs. Have you guys seen the Norway Viking chant thing that they do when they win?
Yeah, I love this. It's my favorite thing about the World Cup clips that I've seen is this Norway deal.
So obviously,
I saw the rowing thing that is popular. Is this the same thing or is this different?
It's the rowing thing, but the first clip that went viral.
Hammer a drum.
Yeah,
they hammer a drum.
They pick one player to hammer the drum, and then the players all sit like in a row and they like row and they do this chant, and then the entire stand.
I think they say, "I don't want to work. I just want to bang on the drum all day." I believe.
Oh,
is
that's
the song
that's
that
what it is. Interesting. What are the odds the Minnesota Vikings adopt this for the coming NFL season?
No, they already do their thing. They bang the drum and they yell "Skol."
Yeah, but this is
and
cooler.
they don't win championships.
I think every Vikings fan would tell
this
you
is
this
definitely
is cooler.
Cool.
Yeah.
They're not getting rid of Skol.
But they found something better. The Norwegians have presented a better option stateside. Let's adopt it if you're a Vikings fan.
They're not going to get rid of Skol. They're going to keep
Can't they augment Skol?
They can add to. They're not going to replace Skol.
I would agree with that.
Skol is their jump around. Like our jump around is their Skol.
You bring in, like they do the celebrity that comes in, like the Seahawks have the 12th man that raises the flag. The Vikings do that, and they do like the horn. You have the celebrity come in before the game. They bang the drum, and then as everyone's going crazy, then they hit the horn.
It's too late. They're all in on this. They're Skol. It's all about
They're all Skol out. Who did I see doing this? Jameis Winston? Is that who I saw joining them doing this thing?
Yeah, he's been all over for Fox. He's been the star of the World
Big
Cup.
soccer guy. Just like Tausch. Whoa, Nelly.
Whoa Nelly.
The Milwaukee Brewers have won 50 of the last 69 meetings against the Cincinnati Reds.
That's 50 and 19 for those of you that don't know how to do math, like 7 plus 4.
That's a lot of wins against the Cincinnati Reds over a 69-game stretch spanning multiple seasons. What is the mentality on the losing end of that, do you think, Tausch? Because you guys, when you played for the Green Bay Packers, like you would beat up on really the Bears and the Lions during your tenure. Like, how does that get in the heads of the losing team that when it's a divisional opponent and you can't get over the hump against a division team that you face regularly like that? Or do you think it's just one game at a time every day, no matter what?
No, it definitely is a psychological thing. And fortunately, in my time in Green Bay, we didn't have on our end, but it was Detroit, and this is the Wildes of the world would bring up, oh, the Lions haven't beaten you since 1989 up at Lambeau, and then every year it's like, and we would sit there from our perspective and say it doesn't matter. But from their perspective, it's probably like, let's go I'm sick of this narrative. Mm-hmm. And on the other side of it, there's almost a little pressure built in. Well, you don't want to lose. You don't want to be the team that loses. Or, you haven't lost a playoff game at Lambeau. Well, we went ahead and stopped that streak. The Iowa Hawkeyes, it would be the thing I could tell you from my perspective. We hadn't beaten Iowa Hawkeye team at whatever the name of their stadium is. I can't remember. Harker or
Kinnick Stadium.
We hadn't won down there. They should. Well, I'm not going to get into Iowa politics without Bulaga about naming rights and everything else. I would think that would be one that you could, but I'm not going to get into that without Bulaga. We would go down and it would that same thing. Yeah, no, them beating an Iowa team, and I know Barry Alvarez didn't like that narrative. So it was blank these pink walls and all this other stuff. And you know what? We were a heck of a lot better than them. And we went and absolutely crushed them in 98, I believe. 98 or 99. And ended that streak. And it feels really good when something like that happens. So the narrative does weigh on both sides of that equation. And I'll tell you, it's a heck of a lot nicer being on the other side of it than being on the side where you are constantly hearing about how you stink and you haven't beaten them. And having the other side tell you, we have to play this right, but yeah, we're just a heck of a lot better than them. That's an interesting dynamic. It's a fun little thing to kind of look at.
That's good insight. I like that. Next.
Whoa, Nelly! Do you see Tucker Kraft tweeted at the... Well, he didn't tweet at anything. He tweeted... What did he...
As Jimmy Graham once said, drop a pair and at me. He's apparently unhappy with the sanitation crew in the city of Green Bay.
Congratulations, city of Green Bay, recycling and trash. You've made a new enemy.
But he doesn't have any specifics. Did a garbage truck dent his fender? Did they break his trash can at pickup? I would like some more details from Tucker Kraft. I'd also like to know
how often do you clean your garbage can?
I don't think we've cleaned ours in the 4 years we've lived in our home.
Oddly enough, I just cleaned our recycling bin because there was a box that was stuck on the bottom from consecutive pickups. So I removed it with a sharp implement and then power washed the inside.
Would you crawl in there to get it, or how'd you get
I had
the
a long kind of like
box?
shovel rakish thing that I pulled it up with, and then dumped it out, and then sprayed it.
What's the best way to clean your garbage can? Is it just like power washing, or with the hose, or where do you where do you dump it out?
I take it down to the end of the driveway and then rinse it out. But
So you're pouring garbage juice into the street?
Garbage juice.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
There's no actual garbage when you do that. I don't have there's not
garbage juice from months and years built up in there.
Well, apparently in your case, at least 4 years of garbage juice.
Are you guys talking about the new defensive back that we signed from the Chargers?
Benjamin St. Juice? We're not calling him garbage. We don't know
saying
that.
Juice. You keep saying juice. Juice coasting.
Whoa, Nelly! Juice Williams.
I feel like baking soda or baking powder needs to be involved if you're cleaning the big garbage can.
Which one is it?
I don't know. It's one of them.
Well, one is going to do like an eruption, and one is going to
Yeah,
get
but
it
don't
nice
you
and
kind of
clean.
want it erupting so that it gets all the gunk out of there?
And then you have
And how
the
many
garbage
people do you
juice.
think actually do clean their garbage cans? I don't think many. I think more
I
people
don't think
are on
so
the
either.
Jesse Nelson side.
If the thing hadn't been stuck on the bottom, I wouldn't have done what I did this week.
But you
Generally
should probably clean your garbage
Why?
cans.
Because they get
Why
gross.
did you clean it?
Yeah.
Because that thing was stuck, and then it revealed some other
But
gunk.
why do you care? What do you care if it's stuck
Well,
there?
I'd like that.
If you're not
I
going
would
to
like
care
that
that you
box
clean
to
it,
go
why would you
next
care
time
that
it
it's stuck there?
Because it just
But
bothered
why do you
me.
care? I get.
Every time I
Why?
would come and get it to put it
It's
back
garbage.
in the garage, I look down and there's this box that is tethered to the bottom of the bin. Wanted to get rid of it.
Why?
Bothered me.
How many people actually look at the bottom of their garbage can? If it's obviously when you're pulling it back in, it's either full or it's empty.
How often are
If it's-
you in charge
if
of
it's
the
empty.
recycling bin and the garbage can at your house? Is that your responsibility to take them out and put them back, or does someone else do that at your house?
It's a family affair.
So you gather the whole family together.
Max takes the garbage out, doesn't he?
All right, everybody, it's time to take out the recyclables, the garbage. It's a family effort.
I'm not going to get into
out.
the fact that it's hard to find chores that you can have kids do. That's one that they should do. I'm saying occasionally the garbage cans will be sitting out. I'll pull them in, and if they're empty, I don't care to look. Don't bother me. I'm not going to get all upset if there's a half a piece of cardboard stuck to the bottom of my thing. And I guess
I wouldn't go
I
so
do
far
think
as to
you
say
should
I
clean
was
them more because they
upset.
probably stink. But garbage is garbage, and it's going to stink again.
We're now going to be late for Rich
unless
Eisen.
Unless it's skunk again, you might as well just let it sit.
Your knee has been garbage, but thanks to MoMA, it's better. I like that segue.
Indeed it has. I've been down there a bunch throughout May, June. I've told you guys I've struggled. I've been having a hard time, and I needed some help. That's why I've been excited to partner with MoMA, the Midwest Orthopedic and Musculoskeletal Alliance. Love having a good alliance in your back pocket. MoMA does that. They bring together trusted local providers like OIW, SMOC, and Innovative Pain, making it easier to find the right specialist and the right treatment for you. And you know what I love? You don't have to navigate your way through some monster hospital. Hey, where's that rehab center? How do you get over there? No, standalone, right there, focused on helping you feel better, getting you back to life. I've been going to Ortho Laser. They also have the Surgery Center, Smart Scan, Mosh. It helps you get back on track. MoMA, get you back doing what you love. I highly recommend seeing their team, as it has personally helped me a bunch the last couple of months. Call or walk in today.
Dr. Denver Dan. Do trash cans clean themselves?
It's pretty good.
I can tell you, they don't.
Why clean the trash can? You're just throwing more trash on top of it.
Thank you for your loyalty to the show.
It's an interesting dynamic. You're right.
We'll wrap things up next. This is Wilde and Tausch.
From green and gold to red, white, and blue.
And man, he just keeps being tremendous. Keeps just showing everybody that he's not just Antonio Freeman's son, that he is really Alex Freeman.
Find the full interview with Wilde and Tausch, available on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Mark Tauscher here, and take it from me, the best game nights start with Pizza Hut. Try the new crispy Parm Pan Pizza, featuring crispy baked Parmesan on the crust for a golden cheesy crunch in every bite. For a limited time, get a medium one-topping crispy Parm Pan for just $10, or make it a large for just $3 more. Order online at pizzahut.com or download the Pizza Hut app to order and find more great deals. The new crispy Parm Pan Pizza, available now at Pizza Hut. And remember, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
You, rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
This Badger Minute brought to you by the ESPN Wisconsin app. Your state, your teams, your ESPN. Available in the Apple and Android app stores. Download the ESPN Wisconsin app today.
With your Badger Minute, I'm Riley Yauk. An athletic director has been found. Pete Thamel broke the news Tuesday morning that Wisconsin is zeroing in on Sean Eichhorst as their next AD. Eichhorst has been the athletic director at UW-Whitewater, Miami, and Nebraska. He would be coming from Texas, where he was hired in 2018 as a deputy athletic director under Chris Del Conte. Check out our full coverage of the news on the ESPN Wisconsin app and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't play games, just straightforward pricing, premium quality, and trusted Pella certified installation. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Planning a high-level event shouldn't feel overwhelming. I'm Tiara Gomez, founder of Events by Design. For over 25 years, we've helped companies turn complex, high-pressure events into seamless, unforgettable experiences. When trying to engage your team and pull off something meaningful, the details matter. From concept to execution, we design every event so it reflects your vision and delivers real impact. No missed moments, just refined experiences people will remember. Let's start designing today. Search online, Events by Design.
Shopping for new windows and doors shouldn't feel like a negotiation. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't believe in games. They never inflate pricing, and there's no high-pressure sales pitch. Just premium windows and doors built for long-term comfort, beauty, and peace of mind. Buy direct through Pella, and one trusted team handles everything with Pella certified installers every step of the way. Real pricing, premium quality, no games. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Ben Brust here to tell you about Zimbrick European. They're Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, and certified pre-owns. But the best part is I've been working with them since 2018, and the evolution has been a 2-door, a 4-door, and now it's time for an SUV. My life has changed, and it's changed with Zimbrick European. Being a dad has made it really important to have the comfort and the safety that the SUV will bring me. Again, Zimbrick European off the Beltline at Rimrock Road. Of course, I found the sexiest car on the lot. Check them out.
When it comes to paint, Wisconsin trusts Wisconsin. Hallman Lindsay Paints has been proudly made for Wisconsin homes, businesses, contractors, and communities for generations. Now is the perfect time to plan your next painting project. From June 29th through July 3rd, take advantage of Hallman Lindsay's buy 1 gallon, get the second gallon 70% off sale. Save on premium quality paint that's made for Wisconsin in Wisconsin. Stop by your local Hallman Lindsay Paint store or learn more at hallmanlindsay.com. That's hallmanlindsay.com.
Hey, it's John Hayes, owner of Goodman's Jewelers. Come in and discover the high standards, classic traditions, honesty, integrity, and elegance when you walk through our doors. For over 90 years, customers have returned again and again to our warm boutique setting. Trust me, because I've been there for over 40 of them. Whether it's time to come back or your first time in, stop by Goodman's Jewelers at 220 State Street today. Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Customizable just to you. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today.
All right, we're way late. We'll do it again tomorrow. And meanwhile, thanks for everybody in the YouTube comments letting me know that a couple has climbed the Empire State Building. I'll check that out now that the show's over. Have a great day. Take care. Be good.
Miss any of today's episode of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin? Commercial-free full show podcasts are available free on the ESPN Wisconsin app.
ESPN Madison's Mark Tauscher here for Outdoor Living Unlimited. Well, my wife and I chose Outdoor Living Unlimited to build our outdoor project. When we met with Aaron and Eric Brown, owners and brothers of Outdoor Living Unlimited, we felt like they were the right guys to work with. We share the same hardworking values, and their showroom is a must-see at 2018 South Stoughton Road in Madison. If you're looking for a new deck, outdoor kitchen, screen room, and more, Outdoor Living Unlimited is a must. Start with OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com and end